envy ẹ wá di ẹ
ọmọ mi record mi ni wàá máa sọ pé mo bẹ́ẹ̀ fún kan mi wàá máa sọ ọkọ tí mi ṣe.
ó máa ń eat èèyàn up ni envy it eats you up.
ó ní díẹ̀ for real ó ní díẹ̀ pọ̀ ó ní díẹ̀ lóòótọ́ ó ní díẹ̀ gidi kan ó yẹ kó wà lórí medication ni.
But àná yẹn àwọn kan tí mama sit everybody fún jẹ yẹn ó pọ̀ gan náà ni tọ́tún lọ ń play ringtone ẹ̀
ringtone ẹ̀ voices ni ẹ ti rí i pé kò lè sọ orí ẹ̀ ń wọ́n.
mo máa miss o mi rí yẹn ṣá.
you miss oh my God láwọn ẹ̀ pọ̀ gan o afẹ́rẹ́ rìn lórí ẹ̀ ni mo sùn sí pàtó orúnkún mi mo kó lórí àgbo. ringtone yẹn lè kọ́ ni o tó bá gbọ́ báyà fẹ́ á tún máa sunkún á tún máa padà máa wọ ẹkún yẹn mu ni.
onídìí ẹ̀ lórí ọlọ́run. Anybody tẹ bá rí tó bá fi lè sọ pé Kàrímọ́ èèyàn tó dáa tó bá ń pín Kàrímọ́ ló gbowó ni.
Ó gbowó ni you're right.
Ó lè jẹ́ mi náà tí
nobody takes that kind of horrible behaviour.
Báyọ̀ pé mo gbowó ẹ̀
kí ló dé?
Ọlọ́run ó fowó ra conscience àwọn èèyàn lórí àtijọ́.
owó táwọn èèyàn jẹ́ ti gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ìbẹ̀rù bó ṣe ń kọ̀ làwọn èèyàn out àwọn kan wọ́n bí wọ́n dá kán kọ̀ Kàrímọ́ out ìbẹ̀rù pé ṣé èmi náà bá lọ sọ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn ò dáa tèmi ta. ìjọba tí wọ́n kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ bí èèyàn kan náà sátẹ́mì ọmọ ọ̀rùn màmá drag yẹn ẹ̀yìn náà ti gbóhùn ní dọ́wọ́ ta ni. ìjọba pé funny enough TOLANI èmi àti Kàrímọ́ ò pẹ́ o bí fún gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ṣe wá ń gbọ́n ta yìí mi ìgbọ́ wọn kọ́ta ẹ̀.
It's true.
I'm telling you. Mo tètè yẹra kò jẹ́ sí pé mo yẹra náà. Mo kàn sọ pé kó lọ sí the other house kó lọ kí wọ́n bẹ̀ bóyá ṣe débẹ̀ yẹn ibẹ̀ ló ti rojọ́ ibẹ̀ ló mú mọ́lẹ̀ sí mo jẹ́ Jésù olúwa wa.
Nǹkan tó dẹ̀ fà ní pé kò láìkè bí ó ti tètè complain nípa your closeness with Wunmi. Because mo rántí pé ìgbà tá a kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀ níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn.
What happened is ẹ mọ̀ pé first day tí mo bẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ one on one ló ti bí ọ̀rọ̀ pé wàtàbúrò ẹ já wà kí ni ẹ kọ́kọ́ pa mùrà.
Ìyẹn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ fàjà yín.
Wọ́n sì sọ mo bá àdí nínú rárá ìwà àtàbúrò ọjà àgbọ̀dọ̀ tí sọ́pà ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Onírọ̀ ẹ̀rọ kí n má sọ̀rọ̀ kí n má onírọ̀ ẹ̀ by this time o. Ó ní kí n má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ kí n má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mo jẹ́ pé báwo ni àbúrò ẹ ṣé ká lọ bá àbúrò ẹ ká béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ ó ní àkí má sọ fún pé òun sọ kankan o kí n kọ lọ kí o kí n jẹ ṣe okay fine mo dọ́dọ̀ àbúrò wa báwo ni o even nọ́mbà tó fún mi gbà yẹn ó lóun fún mi nọ́mbà àbúrò mo jẹ ṣe sọ́dọ̀la mo pe owó àbúrò kò gbé nọ́mbà àbí nọ́mbà yóò tiẹ̀ connect ni kò tiẹ̀ yé mi TikTok kí n wọ́n ti reach out sí kí n gbọ́ ẹ̀ta tèmi kí n gbọ́ ẹ̀dọ́ kọ́kọ́ reach out sí kó tó reach out sí mi náà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe reach out sí mi mo ní our sister was here 3 days ago we've been trying to reach out to you bla 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 ó ní ó rí mi ó lè fún wa nọ́mbà ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bá sọ̀rọ̀ ó ní kí n má ti sọ fún pé ẹjọ́ ń jà o pé kí n ṣì kọ́kọ́ máa ṣáà bá a sọ nọ́mbà ọ̀rọ̀ lọ o. Ó ní kí n sọ fún pé ìwọ gangan ló wá bá wa o ìwọ ló ṣe kíní kan rẹ̀ à kí n sọ pé ìwọ ló wá bá wa òkè ló ti gbọ́. Náà mo dọ́dọ̀ ọmọ mo ní ó ti data ti mọ́ra o. Pẹ̀lú nǹkan tó wà lẹ́ your sister have been working she has done a lot she has èmi náà lọ sweet mouth mo lọ package so please o kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin yín o kíní ọmọ ní ẹ̀rọ pọn kókó bọ̀ lábẹ́ ó tún sọ ẹ̀yà alákọ̀ọ́sọ kí ló le tó yìí ibẹ̀ láyà mi ti ṣe pìkìpìkìpìkì kí ló ó ní òun ò lè sọ̀rọ̀ o ó láǹtí òun ti sọ péjọ tóun bá rojọ́ fún anybody òun máa wá sórí social media wá drag òun mo ní really ó ní yes ó ní ṣe fẹ́ kán drag mi ni mo ní no ó ní wọ́n ti ní tí n bá dún àwọn máa drag àwọn lórí social media ó ní so òun ò lè sọ anything.
Òótọ́ ni ó ti lé
God who made me
tipẹ́tipẹ́.
God who made me I turned back I felt like but ẹjọ́ ẹ̀ṣá láti ẹjọ́ olóhùn ti gbọ́. Ìjọ́ kejì mo reach out sí Kàrímọ́ àárọ̀ kí n tójú mo ti rí voice note ṣe padà rí wọ́n wù mí kíní kan ẹ̀dá lóko ní mo bá sì lọ mo ní ó sọ pé ẹ máa drag òun mo ń sọ pé ẹ máa drag òun ó ní tòótọ́ lòun sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mo nígbà tẹ wá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ wá ní kí n wá lọ máa béèrè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ibi sojú abẹ́ kò straight in tèmi ni nígbà tẹ ti lẹ́ẹ̀ máa drag ẹ̀ tẹ wá ní kí n máa lọ béèrè nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bóyá tẹ bá ti padà lọ sọ fún pẹ́ẹ́nì drag ẹ̀ o bóyá ó máa sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ fún mi ó lóun ò lè rojọ́ ó lẹ́lẹ́ bá dragon Karimo fúnra ẹ̀ ṣe wà lójọ́ fún mi. Ó block ọkọ òun, ó block òun, ó ṣe gbá, ó ṣàwo. Ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́mì wọn kò sọ fún mi níwájú ilẹ̀ àtọ́lọ́run. Ó kàn sọ pé bóyá molest me. I went through a lot when I was young. Wọ́n gbóhùn sí church kan, wọ́n molest òun bọ́ mi wọ́n pé deep tó báyìí. To God who made me. Bóyá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn nípò block ọkọ mo náà má wọrí má bá sọ máa block ọkọ yín mi ti ẹ̀mọ́ pọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tún le èmi kàn ń sọ bí normal ìjà mi kì í ṣàtì ẹ̀jẹ̀ ká ṣe justice for Mohbad.
ẹ̀gbọ́n àtàbúrò ń jà.
God bless you èmi kàn wò pé justice for Mohbad.
Ìgbà tó sọ fún mi náà aláìmí ò tẹ̀ bèrè kan tó fàjà up to tomorrow lọ́wọ́.
Èmi náà béèrè lọ́lẹ́ tí bóyá sọ pé block òun mo ní ẹjọ́ bóyá ẹ̀mọ́ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ bá mi náà kẹ̀. She will send you a message today and you will reply to her and everything will go. Ó ní kí n jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ òun dé. Ó ní tọ́kọ̀ òun bá dé òun máa bọ́ kó òun sọ̀rọ̀ ní pé mo ní kóun reach out Ọmọ́wùmí mo ní ẹjọ́ ẹ fi ṣàgbà ẹ fà á mọ́ra ó máa hàn block yín ẹ̀yin náà block ẹ̀. Ọkọ jẹ̀dẹ̀ tòótọ́ ìyẹn babe. Ngbà babe dé wọ́n jẹ́ pè mí.
Iṣẹ́ ti ló ṣe pẹ̀lú èmi náà.
Wọ́n jẹ́ pè mí ó ní kí n bá babe sọ̀rọ̀ pé babe ló ní ọ̀dà lọ́wọ́ ó bá di ogun babe ẹ ló sà dádì wa wọ́n náwó yín lágbára wà sà ẹ jọ sà ẹ má bínú wọ́n náà block ẹ̀yin náà a máa hàn block yín ọmọ kékeré ni ẹ ṣàánú wa ẹ ṣe wọ́n ní irọ́ òun ni kó rí charles ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ o àyàwó àwọn ò lè kọ́kọ́ pé o òun ni kó kọ́kọ́ pé ẹ̀gbọ́n mo ní ẹ má wọrí o máa pè é mo ní ẹ ṣáà bá mi ṣe unblocking yẹn èmi á tún padà lọ bọ́ Ọmọ́wùmí á pè é gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ṣe mi ò béèrè nǹkan tó fàjà o ẹ má dé o because mo fi pé iye ò kàn mí it is family problem all I want is ẹjọ́ yanjú ẹ̀ àbúrò wọ́n ti lọ máa unblock yẹ please even if it's just I send to that number I beg you in the name of God kìnìkan she won't drag you because rojọ́ fún mi mo yẹ sọ fún ọ pé rojọ́ fún mi ìwọ kò unblock kẹjẹ yanjú ẹ kẹjẹ ṣe níwájú ilẹ̀ àtọ́lọ́hún àjẹrí kìíní yẹn ṣe ń gbà yẹn o ìgbà yẹn ló wá túbọ̀ ta ló tún di pé wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ bímọ ọ̀rọ̀ tán ló ń sọ́ngbà yẹn lọ́yà Mohbad àti bàbá ń gbà yẹn wọ́n yìí house according to Ọmọ́wùmí ń pé Karimo ń ba kéèsì jẹ́ o that the way she is coming out spitting what is not true àpá àwọn kan tó ń sọ kò right that they should try and talk to her which I did bí mo yẹn ṣe fẹ́ pé kọ́ yẹn bí wàá pé mo kàn tí ń wò pé mi ò fẹ́ ẹjọ́ family kinní kan bí mi ṣe jí àpé time difference after 12 lóru la wà yìí Nàìjíríà ti wá 6 a.m. after 6 láàárọ̀ mo jẹ́ pé mo ní King White ni mo pè mo ní mo rí message Ọmọ́wùmí bí mo ṣe jí mo ní ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé kájọká bóun bá Sister Karimo sọ̀rọ̀ pé ìwé ìbọn ṣe ń àwọn nǹkan tó ń sọ tó ń type tó ń ṣe níta yẹn some of those things are not real Sister Karimo really wà pẹ̀lú òun wọn ò really gbé pẹ̀lú àwọn lọ títí báyẹn pé so most of those things she's even saying online wọn kọ́kọ́ sọ fún apá àwọn làwọn san owó tó máa fi travel out ìgbà tó yá àwọn náà lọ tún padà wájọ kẹta lọ tún ní owó táwọn sọ yẹn Ọmọ́wùmí gangan ló san fún agent àwọn o even till now agent yẹn ò fún lówó padà ọ̀rọ̀ tó ti pèsè jẹ kò sì dì mí nǹkan tó yẹ pé live báyìí la gbé yín sí táwọn èèyàn ọ̀rọ̀ wá wò yín jọ yẹn pé ẹ̀gbọ́n Ọmọ́wùmí ti dé ìjọ kejì lọ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní change gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ nígbà tó jẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn mo jẹ́ pé King White mo ní ẹjọ́ a ní láti pe Sister Karimo báyìí àmọ́ ló sẹ̀ǹdẹ̀ sáwọn náà àmọ́ ló yẹ ẹjọ́ àpè ńgbà náà ìjọ yẹn it was on a Sunday mi ìdí gbàgbé I was going to church mo múra tó mo wọnú mọ́tò ni mo ń sáré lọ lílé I was late and mo lo airport àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta wà lórí kọ́ ẹ̀ I now said Sister Karimo mo máa jẹ́ iṣẹ́ yẹn bọ́mọ́wùmí ṣe ní kí n jẹ́ ó ní lọ́ọ̀yà wọ́n ti ń complain pa àwọn nǹkan tẹ̀ ń kọ́ pé most of those things are not true.
ṣe rí pé nǹkan tó ṣe continue nìyẹn.
bó ṣe bẹ́ sókè nìyẹn o ẹ jẹ́ ló bá ní kí ni wọ́n bò ń sọ lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn ti mọ̀ pé òun mọ nǹkan ló ń mọ̀ ó ti lọ́ọ̀yà yẹn fẹ́ gbàbúrò òun mọ́ra ni òun ò gbà fúngbà tóun lọ nàìjà ni òun ò ṣe kínní ọ̀rọ̀ tún pèsè jẹ́ òun bórángù wo la tún gbà lọ ẹ tó bá jẹ́ pé yẹn ni ẹ má wọrí ẹ jẹ́ káwa náà tún lọ bá burú pé kó ṣọ́ra fún lọ́ọ̀yà kó ṣe dẹ́mọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ kọ̀ sùn mí gbà ẹgbẹ́ gbà mí kí mo ráríwọ̀ ìtorí ọlọ́run justice for Mohbad ṣe wá di come and record justice for Mohbad ṣe wá di justice for family báyìí torí ọlọ́run I don't understand mo jẹ́ sọ padà àǹtí mo ti bá wọn sọ o wọn ti láwọn ti gbọ́ páwọn ò ní dá sí ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ mọ́ mo fẹ́ lè regret ọjọ́ yẹn láyé mi but ọkọ tó kọ̀ tó dùn mọ́ mi nínú ni pé it was a 3-way call kò ṣe pé mi nìkan bóyá nǹkan tí wọn bá rò mọ́ mi lẹ́sìn ò bá ju báyìí lọ after like 2 weeks tí ò bá jẹ́ ju bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ àfi bí kí n gbọ́ àti reach out sí mi pé bí mo ṣe bá Kàrímọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ yẹn ó bínú o I was shocked mo ní báwo mo ṣe bá wọn sọ mo ní ṣe báyìí náà wà lórí kọ yẹn ni àwọn fẹ́ try láti sọ fún mi jọ yẹn pé bí mo ṣe ń bù tọ̀rọ̀ yẹn kò dáa mo ní yéèpà èmi ò mọ bí nọ́mà ọ̀rọ̀ bí mi ṣe kí ni màá lè mi ò mí ìnà ṣe bí mo tún sọ fún ọ pé a ti di family o àbẹ́ mọ̀ pé èmi náà ti wà lára family yín ni a ti di sisters o a ti di òun ní ṣé èmi ò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ní tòótọ́ ni mò ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ń pé bọ̀ bí mo ṣe present ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn later gan làwọn náà ṣe wá sọ fáwọn ń pé kán gbọ́ bí tèmi náà ṣe ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ máa gbà ẹ máa gbà mí nǹkan tó yóò bá máa mi máa mí ìnà àwa ni mo ní mi ìnà o mo ní mo ṣeré ń jọ yẹn ìgbà tí mo fẹ́ wọ church ni mo cut kọ́ yẹn pé mo fà àwọn méjì lẹ̀ sórí láìní yẹn mo ní èmi ti fẹ́ wọ church o àmọ́ Kàrímọ́ máa pè yín létà máa sọ̀rọ̀.
ó fẹ́ ro ẹjọ́ yẹn pa.
ìgbà yẹn níwájú ilẹ̀ àtọ́lọ́hún ni mo notice pé ó block mi ìgbà tí kíngwá ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ni mo notice pé ó ti block máa pa kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé bóun ni mo sọ publicly tí má parọ́ ọmọ kan kó wá já mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ohun tí pé omi ìnọ̀rọ̀ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ṣe sọ pé ká sọ pé kó ṣáà ní pé kó yé sọ nǹkan àwọn nǹkan tí ò ṣẹlẹ̀ láti back àbúrò ẹ̀ up just because o fẹ́ back àbúrò ẹ̀ up don't do it mo lóhùn lẹ́sẹ̀ tí mo ṣe girl yìí o kígbà tí ní kí n má wọrí tó bá ti calm àwọn máa pè é àwọn máa bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn máa ṣe múlòkè no problem bá ṣe wà nìyẹn o tó fi di pé mo rí pé ó lọ ń ro ẹjọ́ yẹn lọ́dọ̀ olórí ìfàjọ tó ń rojọ́ ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ olórí èèyàn kan ló sáré pè mí pé Kàrímọ́ ń sọ nǹkan kan lọ́dọ̀ olórí pé ó jẹ́ ń porúkọ mi back to back wọ́n kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn mama sita ṣe láì fún wa lọ ń táìpù síbẹ̀ pé tèmi ló ní kóun jáwọ́ nínú justice for Mohbad kò sọ pé wọ́n á pe 3-way call o kò dárúkọ kí n gbá ètò ó lé mi pé òun mo sọ fóun pé kóun jáwọ́ lórí kéèsì yẹn ń pé kí n filẹ̀ fáwa ẹjọ́ torí Ọlọ́run oṣù ká mélòó mo ní ọ̀rọ̀ ilé ayé mi gan ò tó gbé tí màá wá sọ fún fámílì èèyàn tó ń ṣe nǹkan pé ìwọ jáwọ́ èmi super warrior lèmi mo lè dá gbogbo ẹ̀ gbé àwọn kí ló máa ń bá wọn jà lórí platform yìí fún pé ẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn tuntun wọlé ká lè pọ̀ sí iṣẹ́ yìí pọ̀ díẹ̀ náà lọ́rùn èèyàn ó ń ro ẹjọ́ yẹn tí sí.
ẹ̀yin àti ẹ̀ tí ẹ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ èmi àti ò tí ẹ sọ nǹkan kan.
nǹkan tá a sọ náà rèé o
èmi àti ò tí ẹ sọ
àsọjú nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí lọ o níwájú rẹ̀
àti ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ohun mi.
létà nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ń gbọ́
èmi àti ẹ̀hún.
nínú ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ń gbọ́ pé àsítórì yẹn pọ̀ o ó tún sọ azin àwọn èèyàn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ń pè wọ́n ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ wa ń sọ fún mi pé ó rojọ́ gan mo ní kó rojọ́ fèmí o my own is ẹ parí ẹ̀ àwọn méjì jẹ́ ń yí mi bọ́lọ́bọ́lọ́ mo jẹ́ yọ ọra kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀. That was all to ever happen láàrin mi àti Kàrímọ́. ìjọ tí mo pè yẹn náà wọn sọ mọdà mo ní ẹ̀yin láyé yìí mo ní mo mọ̀ pé ẹ bínú sí mi mo ní ẹ wá gbé ní vat ṣe vat gbà tẹ́ ń gbé màmá mò bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ MFM ṣe bóyá kẹ́ pè mí kẹ́tẹ́ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ in fact àwọn èèyàn láti ta ni mo ti gbọ́ kinní kan wọ́n ní ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ mi mo ní káwọn lọ sọ́dọ̀ MFM mo ní mi dispute pé mo ní kẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ MFM but there will be a show like that so that àwa náà máa prepare àwa náà máa wá bẹ̀ pé wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ show yẹn ká tó gbọ́ ká tó ṣe that was all tó máa jáde ó ká tèmi lára torí òun ò gbéyàmó wá sórí platform ẹ mo ní like ṣé mi ò gbọ́ dáadáa èmi tí mò ń pariwo pé àwọn màmá ìkọ́ máa jáde láti jẹjẹ ṣé mo yá wèrè ni kí wọ́n máa disturb ọmọ mi pé your mommy needs to come out I'm not mad because mo kò sí nǹkan táwọn people fẹ́ wá sọ àwa gan tá wà ń bí gan mélòó la sọ tí wọ́n twist. They keep twisting it. So why do we have to disturb these old women? Even if they are not old, kí ló ta ní láti disturb wọn? Gbogbo ìtàn tí wàá sọ láti jọjọ ẹ̀sìn kí ló change? Fine, àwa mọ̀ tòótọ́ because we were able to hear it from Mama Mo, but kò change anything lọ́dọ̀ àwọn the other side.
Màmá ẹ̀gbọ́n tiẹ̀ sọ pé
Mr. Tolani mi ò ṣe mi ò gbọ́ náà bóyá òun mọ́ mi wù mí team ni o, bóyá ó sanra ni o, bóyá ó sexy ni o, bóyá ó old ni o, bóyá bẹ́ẹ̀sì lọ́ ń lò ní bóyá ọ̀tọ̀ mi ò ṣe ẹ̀ ló pẹ̀lú mọ́ mi wù mí àti dáàdi wù mí rí láyé mi.
àwọn méjèèjì ẹ̀ lèmi bá sọ̀rọ̀.
Èmi ò bá wọn pé ìbáyọ̀ kankan ni wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ rí.
Wọ́n tẹ̀ láwọn ti bẹ̀ẹ̀ kò sí nǹkan táwọn fẹ́ ṣe. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ṣàlàyé bó ṣe sọ fún àbádọ́ wọn, wọ́n explain fún mi. Wọ́n explain gbogbo ẹ̀ fún bó ṣe ṣe ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ láti ilẹ̀ ká má parọ́. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀mọ̀ bọ̀ inú òwú kárí mọ́.
Lẹ́yìn ìyẹn tó tún ja tún parí ìyẹn tó wà tọmọ mi tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ kó tó dijọ́ tọmọ mi lọ ṣe disclaimer kan ìjọ tó lọ sunkún lórí IG tí everybody fi ń ṣe tóun náà fi bọ́ta tó fi ń sọ pé tó lọ kúnlẹ̀ tó ṣe ṣó kan tó ń bẹ commissioner of kinní kan kọjọ kan help àbúrò òun bla bla bla. Àtúnyànjú yẹn gbà ẹ̀.
Obìnrin àbúrò kan tó dẹ̀ ní nìyẹn kárí.
Bóyá jọ kejì ló tún bọ́ sí.
Àbúrò tó yẹ kó máa fi yan gan, kó máa gbé gẹ̀gẹ̀ kó máa fi yan gan, kó máa fi ṣá.
Ìjọ kejì bó ṣe tún bọ́ síta nìyẹn kí tún lélẹ̀ báyìí torí Ọlọ́run ìjọ ẹ̀ nígbà ẹni infection bá tún ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ̀wọ̀n mi bá mo ló fẹ́ gbélé gbàgbà mo ní wàhálà ti mo jẹ́ sọ fẹ́yìn pípù yìí ó kẹ́ fi mí lẹ̀ o mo ní kẹ́ fi mí lẹ̀ mi lè sunkún. Ọ̀tọ̀ lọ́nà ní ẹ wọ́n lọ gbé kàkà nọ́mbà fún G-Center ibi tán ti kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní dárúkọ mi nìyẹn. Òun àti màmá Peckham náà lọ́gbà ká nọ́mbà lọ sọ́dọ̀ G-Center. Màmá Peckham sọ pé òun nìkan lè dá pípù ìtọ́jú náà. Kí lẹ̀ ń post pé àká nọ́mbà èèyàn fún tó bá fẹ́ post gan lè post ìyàmó ẹ má post ọmọ Wùmí mi ti ẹ̀dá sí gbà ẹ̀. Bóyá di bá mi ni bóyá dúró ni I don't know èèyàn tó sọ pé reach out sí G-Center gbà pé kó bring àká nọ́mbà yẹn down. Èmi ni gbogbo wọn mú sọ́wọ́ lọ́lọ́ báyà Mohbad pé tèmi ló ní kó bring account number down. Mi ní fẹ́ sọ àwọn statement tó jáde.
Kàrímọ́ mo mọ̀ kó wà ń bíbá yìí.
You need to go and get it.
Mo mọ̀ kó wà ń bíbá yìí ò tí ì sọ orí ẹ̀ máa gbọ́.
Àwọn kan jẹ́ wà dúró pé
Kàrímọ́
ó ní àṣírí kan tó jọ wà láàrin wọn àti Kàrímọ́ tèmi. Èmi àti Kàrímọ́ lẹ́yìn gbogbo nǹkan tí mo sọ lénìí kò láṣìírí lọ́wọ́ mi láṣìírí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. I swear to God Almighty, mo máa ń sọ fún everybody. Mi ò láṣìírí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kò jẹ́ ní lọ́wọ́ tèmi náà. Ó ń sọ pé gbogbo everybody lọ gbé voice note jáde. Mi ò rẹ́kọ̀dì èèyàn rí láyé mi.
Gbogbo ọ̀rẹ́ mi àti Kàrímọ́ kò tó 5 minutes gbogbo ẹ̀ pátápátá. So kò sí kankan.
So what do you want to talk about?
Ìfà àtìgbà tó sọ fún mi.
Ọ̀fẹ́ sọ pé jẹ́ṣẹ̀ wa tèmi súnmọ́ àbúrò mi ó ń pè wọ́n lábúrò. Lẹ́gbà yẹn náà ló bọ́ta tó sọ pé àwọn adoptee and adopters.
Wọ́n tó sọ pé mi pé wọn àtàbúrò ń jà mí ìbéèrè kan tó fà. Èmi náà ṣáà máa bá àbúrò mi jà lọ́mà mí ìjẹ́ ìbéèrè. So mi ìgbà tí mo tún bá wùn mí sọ mi ìbéèrè lọ́hùn mi gan. Mi tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ fún mi tiẹ̀ bí.
Mi ò gbà tóun ti sọ pé kíní èmi ò béèrè lọ́wọ́ òun o. Mo mi tí mo jẹ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ náà rojọ́ fún mi ó ní láéláé olóhùn ò lè sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo bí mi ò ṣe mọ nǹkan tó fa ìjà yẹn nìyẹn. Ok, létà mo gbọ́ pa pé ó fọ létí ńgbà tó wálé. Ó fọ létí yẹn nìkan gan mo gbọ́. Létà ni mo ń gbọ́ tó òun gan ló sọ fún mi pé Wùmí parọ́ mọ́ òun pẹ́ tí òun ti yọ ọkọ òun dànù. Mo níjọ́ tó jẹ́ sọ fún mi. Mo ní kò sọ nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Onírọ́ ni oníṣèbí kíní lẹ́ ń lo. A ní mi ní kò sọ nǹkan tó jọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá sọ is another thing. Ó ló ti rojọ́ fáwọn èèyàn o. Ó ní gbogbo aṣọ tó ń kó wá lòun kó padà o. Ó ní kíní kan. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀ ṣe ń sọ ẹsẹ̀ mi ì tún gbọ́.
Òun Kàrímọ́ ó mọ̀ kó wà ń bíbá yìí o glue sí bíbá yìí ni. Think twice. Kì í ṣe pé à ń bẹ̀ ọ́ kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ sọ nípa òun mi o. Ó mọ̀ kó yẹ ká ní mo ní nǹkan tí fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ ni màá ti pe nọ́mbà ẹ̀ mo kàn tí láti má pè é mọ́ ni kó má twist kó wọ́n mi lọ́wọ́. Kọ́ wà nù ní pé mò ń bẹ nítorí reason kan tó lẹ́nìtẹ̀. Ronú kó ro dáadáa. Ó ti ṣe jù o. Ó ti ṣe jù. Ohun kan tó ń sọ yìí kò lè gbé Wùmí lọ sẹ́wọ̀n kan ń sọ ni o. O kàn máa lùsà àbúrò ẹ̀ náà ni. Kò jù bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lọ. Onírò àbúrò tó yẹn tó yẹ kó máa gbé gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́gẹ́. Ọmọbìnrin. èmi ò bá sọ gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ báyìí o àtìgbà tèmi àti Wùnmí ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ mi ìbá Kàrímọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ rí o mi ìbá sọ̀rọ̀ rí lifetime bàtẹ́mi àti ẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí tèmi àti Wùnmí sọ first day báyìí mi ìbá Kàrímọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn torí mo ti wá rí epo tí wá lọ ṣe update kan mo kò sọjú nù ní pé kò sí tó kàn mí kò sí bàtà fẹ́ sọ náà so please lọ ro nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ yóò lè ràn Wùnmí lọ sẹ́wọ̀n wàhálà kó lọ jẹ́ witness tó o lẹ́bídẹ̀ẹ́sì ẹnu ló máa fi sọ̀rọ̀ ìdí ló máa fi jókòó wàá máa lọ ni sórí pé jòsí ṣe ṣó jòsí ó ṣe ṣó ó gba crocodile ó gba elephant ó gba gbogbo ẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ Wùnmí fóṣù mẹ́wàá sórí pé kò mú kankan wá in fact crocodile gan jòsí ò mọ ibi tí gbogbo ẹ̀ wà kò mọ ibi tí elephant lọ so kò sí nǹkan tó máa mú wá ó kàn máa entertain àwọn èèyàn ni tí wọ́n máa di bí 2 weeks sí wàá rí kàn ní wú ẹ̀ mọ́ wọ́n ṣe rò pé bí oní wíìlì lọ́wọ́ ni wíìlì Mohbad wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ló ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ tó bá di pé ò rí wíìlì mú jáde wọn ò ní wú ẹ̀ mọ́ tẹ́nítẹ́ní o ṣùgbọ́n kó lè fàbúrò tèmi ṣàbúrò tẹ́nítẹ́ní ó lè fi ẹlòmíì ṣèyà tó bá nídìí ẹ̀ lọ rí dókítà ẹ̀ ó nídìí ẹ̀ Kàrímọ́ for real ká má parọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣe kò nọ́mà ó yẹ kàn fi ẹ́ pa ni ó kàn fi ẹ́ ṣeré ni kò nọ́mà because tó bá yẹ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe é tì í ẹ̀ kú ó tún ní lọ́ọ́ máa ṣe green card o ló dáadáa o ó lọ ṣe wàhálà kó tó ṣe ṣùgbọ́n kó tó bá yẹ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ló hé tì í yá ẹ pátápátá ó ní ṣe nǹkan tó ṣe yẹn náà lọ́rọ̀ dáadáa ó ti pọ̀ jù nǹkan tí mo gbọ́ lọ́tún lọ́sì ó ti pọ̀ jù èmi gan mo gbé àánú náà kí ọ̀tẹ̀ má rí ọkọ̀ sọ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ọmọ dáadáa ni kò sí rárá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni she need to see a doctor for real a lè máa sọ pé bí yà ò ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe yẹn náà tó bá ṣubú lọ́la tó ní Kàrímọ́ ṣubú àtún ní láìkẹ́ omi gan ní wà òkè pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà àmì ẹ̀ náà ní láìkẹ́ kò sẹ́ni tó máa bímọ àgbàlagbà bíi tiẹ̀ tó máa ní kí nǹkan ṣe o check yourself in for real ó ṣe pé bóyá torí o ní anything o kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ní tó bá dẹ̀ ní anything náà tó bá wá sọ ṣáàṣẹ kárí yìí ṣó ti gbọ́ Kàrímọ́ ọkọ mi ní sọ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ bá bomi lọ́la mi ò ní dáhùn pé mi ò rí tiẹ̀ rò tó èmi ti understand pé kò sẹ́yìn kò ní ìdí kí wọ́n máa fún ẹ lésì kò ní ìdí kí wọ́n fún ẹ lésì Ọlọ́run gbogbo nǹkan tó ń sọ yẹn kò ní ìtumọ̀ tó bá yẹ lọ́la tó bá ní mo gbó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ìṣòbìnrin tí mi ò ní dìbọn kẹ́ni tí o gbà tó bá sún ẹ ló máa gbé ibi tí mo ti gbówó lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ síta gbogbo discussion ni mi àti ẹ kò kú
fún the funniest thing nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ yìí ẹ̀ ń sọ wíwá sí pé ẹ̀ ń bá èèyàn sọ̀rọ̀.
mo wà bí a lè sọ bóyá ètè mo ti bí ètè mi sọ yìí ló máa gbọ́ nǹkan mà.
kò possible sir kò possible ẹranko là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀ ẹranko là ń bá dín ọ. ṣe rí ẹfẹ tó ń ṣe Késárì fún Késárì ẹ jẹ́ ká di ètò ìṣòdodo mú ìsádà kẹfọ̀rọ̀ Kàrímọ́ lẹ̀ bó ṣe rí ìpẹ́tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí I don't even know why you're doing this.
no mi ò ní unblock ẹ mi kàn ń ṣe ni tó bá ti ṣe dáadáa kí la fẹ́ ṣe àṣà ní tẹmọ kó tó fẹ́ kó pàjẹ́ náà.
eléyìí
àwọn àti Wùnmí ò sí papọ̀ náà.
a máa ti eléyìí fẹ́ kó eléyìí ti fúnra ẹ̀ kó sí ọwọ́ ẹnu ẹkùn kì í ṣàwọn la máa ti òun ló máa tirẹ̀ pa ẹ fọ̀rọ̀ lè jàre ewu ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ gidi.
àánú ẹ kàn ṣe mí àánú màmí ẹdẹ ṣe mí pé ọkọ tó dàgbà báyìí kó má lọ ṣe.
ó dàrọ ẹ mọ̀ ṣàánú.
àánú ẹ ṣe mí mi fẹ́ kí nǹkan ṣe ọmọ àgbàlagbà nínú ó dẹ̀ láwọn ọmọ ńlé láwọn ọmọ kéékèèké náà tí nǹkan bá ṣe ń sin àwọn ọmọ yẹn kọ́ báwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣe máa ṣe tí ò bá ṣẹ̀kẹ̀ yìí náà ó máa affect àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn ó láwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lọ́wọ́ ṣé káwọn ọmọ yẹn náà tún dàgbà kó tún máa bàtà àwọn èèyàn jẹ ni ó dà orí bíbẹ́ kọ́ lóògùn orí fífọ́.
ẹ̀dùn náà sísá Tọ́lání irú ọ̀rọ̀ ṣé káwọn ọmọ yẹn dàgbà tó káwọn náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bàtà káwọn náà máa bá tèèyàn jẹ.
ó tó ní tó bá tètè ṣẹ̀ka rẹ̀ yìí sí wọ́n á bá ìwà gidi lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ tó bá ṣe jìwà yóò máa bá láìfà àwọn ọmọ yẹn jẹ́ àwọn yẹn ló máa di àwọn UK yẹn wọ́n máa di Bukky Jesse náà tábà ṣe dáadáa ẹ tó là ṣe ń sọ ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n bá ṣe dáadáa yóò máa sọ tó wọ́n máa ba society jẹ́ tó yẹ mọ̀ yẹn ń sọ irú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ́ sì kò mọ̀ kó máa pàdé irú ẹ̀ ó ti dé láti lọ́wọ́ wàhálà ti dé òun náà mọ bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe báyìí kò mọ bó tó fẹ́ gbà. Yeah, she need medical help. That's what I'm saying. Ó need help go for real. Karimo, please ó need help o. Ìṣe pé mo ń fún ẹ fọlọ́run fẹ́ o.
Sister Tolani, bóyá kẹ́ wá àdírẹ́sì Karimo.
But she's a nurse now, hospital tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ nǹkan.
Wọ́n mọ ní.
Ṣùgbọ́n wá àdírẹ́sì ẹ̀kẹ́ lọ bá gbé lọ.
Ó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀wọ̀n náà tó nídìí ẹ̀ pé mi àti sísá tẹ́lẹ̀ lájọ máa ṣiṣẹ́ yìí á lè bínú dé.
Mo ti sọ fún ọba tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀. I discussed with her at length. That was a long time ago. Tí mo ní, see, what you need to do, ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní hospital, ẹ máa ní therapist. Go to the therapist and go and cry your heart out with them. Talk, let them counsel you, let them treat you. And tó o bá lè dá lọ, mọ́kọ ẹ dání. But I told her, I said, what is happening to you is not just on the surface. It is deep inside you that you need help. You need to really go and get the treatment that you need. And and I told her, I said, steer clear of social media. It will hurt you more, and you will hurt yourself more by going to the social media. How would they agree? All of a sudden. No, I'm in Canada. I'm in Canada. So because she doesn't want to go for help. She knows she needs help. She doesn't want to. She knows she needs that help. She knows she needs that help. So go see more. So more people need help. Don't need that now. We are going to restrain any. No, she needs it. And you know what happens? What happens is you don't force anybody to go in for help. You talk to them. Intervention is one thing on my street. If you make up mind there, accept. She must accept that she wants to do it. Yes, she doesn't accept. Nothing anybody can do. But it's very hard to accept. From now to kingdom come, she won't do. She's not interested. I don't think she is. She thinks she's fine. She's not. But she her eyes says a lot. Her eyes. There's a limit to what you can do. Honestly, there's a limit to what you can do. It's on the person. Consider if I should put a bear on domestic violence. There's nothing you can do. You just leave them. But she knows she can get the help that she needs. Counseling one day to be provided. Let me tell you something. She doesn't know the dangers behind. Honestly, she will get one trigger one day. She will be more controversial. No magic carry, you must say your college. Oh, my voices in it. Oh, my voices in it. This is why she needs help. She needs the help she needs to. She doesn't. Because I told her that we don't come back online and be, everybody online. We work on my fear. You think they're supporting you? When the chips are down, when the real deal is down and there's nothing you can do, you'll still be left alone hanging. Nobody will do anything for you. The help you need to get it. Get a therapist. Checking into a counselor office or a counseling facility. And actually counseling here, they usually bring the husband or the spouse. You come with them if you want to. If you don't want to. She doesn't know that she's having a field day, but it's obvious that she's not happy. We can all see it. It's not.
It's not. We can all see it. Me try honestly on my own. I spent almost 3 hours with her on the phone. Honestly, yes. Encouraging her that you can't continue this way. Yes. I told her you can't continue this way. Mo sọ̀rọ̀ sí gan àtijọ́ yẹn mo kọ̀ tí lẹ́yìn ìjọ yẹn mo kọ̀ tó ní tó jáde. Mo ní will arrest my case. Eléyìí there's nothing only serious help. But anybody tó bá ń tàn káwọn náà níbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. This woman needs help. Then and what you are doing will impact your husband, will impact your kids. Surely be told by social services are honestly, if she does not mind release videos on social services. Honestly, they will say she's not stable. And that will lead to them taking away your kids from you, and there's nothing you can do. You have to check in for treatment. Karima, social services for them to get to know that this is what you're doing, and you're not, you don't have peace of mind, you don't have rest of mind. Your kids are minors, and they know that they're not safe. Honestly, because I'm a social worker, and they will tell you that, see, you're not stable enough to take these kids with you. And woman, for any time, get the healing that you need before you come back for your kids. Please, Karima, don't let it get to that. Don't let it get to that, because it's difficult to retrieve those kids. It's a hard task. Because no one suffering, they will tell you, Pop and Plain, that they're not safe. And somebody can go and report you to say that your kids are not safe with you anymore. And you know the dangers of what you're doing. Because say to America, even if it is social work, nobody do social worker, they don't like you. Because they know only way. So, and you too, you know, it be too well. But we go and jókòó, òun dáná, ọmọ wà on their own, òun rojọ́ látàárọ̀ dalẹ́, wọ́n á lò fún wọn ní care tó need. And they will say you are not caring for them the way you should. They should be cared for. It will start coming from the school too. But somebody most of the time, I can notice some kind of behavior, because we always underestimate the impact of the behaviors that man share around kids. We underestimate it. It impacts them. It impacts them greatly. And this is what she has to understand. You cannot continue to sit down online complaining and talking, and you think your kids will pick things from there. It is in school when the normal release or that's where it starts. They'll start digging into you, and you know what it means. You know how the child care welfare services, social services, they are very hard working. And honestly, if I'm WUMMI, it will be difficult for me to be able to deal with this. So I'd rather not have you around me. And you're making it worse every day. You're coming and making things worse. Every day you open your mouth, you make it worse. Every day you open your mouth. Nobody is scared of whatever you have to say. Nobody gives a hoot about what you have to say. But what is important here is, every day you open your mouth, you're digging your pit deeper. And it is you that will fall into it, because if you expect somebody else to fall into it, no, it won't happen. It is you that will fall into that pit that you're digging. Be careful. Go and reflect on what you've done for the past how many days now, and think, how does this impact everybody around me? And even you. What you've done for the past how many days now, no will impact it. No man wants to live that kind of life. You'll be shocked at when he will start reacting based on what you do, and based on what you've been doing for the past few days. Is it good? Is it beneficial to all concerned around you everywhere? Do you think it's the right thing to do? Go and take a reflection.
If you can't reflect, do a journal of what you've done and tell us what you've benefited from what you've done. Nothing. Because the people you think you're fighting are not responding to you. It is the wrong people that are responding to you, that are encouraging you and trying to help you get away from your family. Are they going to take you into their homes? Have you thought of that? And look at the reflection of what you've done on your character. How does that help your character? You've made your character worse. You've made people look at you as somebody who cannot be trusted. There's a lot going on, Karima. Think about this. Go and do a reflection. Sit in the tub, and just think and see if what you've done is of any benefit to anybody. And that is most importantly you. And don't forget, whatever you're doing is impacting your family. You are not, you are not alone. It's not just about you. It impacts your immediate family. I'm not talking about your extended family. I'm talking about your immediate family. That is your husband and your kids. You will think it doesn't impact their lives, but it will impact their lives in great ways that you'll never ever believe, and you don't know how far it will go. You're not doing anybody. It is you and your family, your immediate family. The people you're fighting are not with you, and they are now your extended family. They're not your immediate family. They don't have to respond to you. They don't have to, listen to you. They don't have to talk to you. But how about your immediate family? Have you thought of the impact your actions is having on them? Rodadao. All these people don't keep Beludi, don't support it. Everybody's in his house. So they're sleeping well and waking up well. You don't sleep. Your eyes are, you see it shot, bloodshot, as if you've just woken up or you've just taken vodka. You don't look good when you come online. Your face looks tired. You need to think about what you're doing. You need to reflect properly on what you're doing. So, Rodada, immediate impact will marry you, but long-term impact is very dangerous. Oh, girl. Karimo orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀ o. Ó dẹ̀ pa múdù mọ́ wa lára. Tá à ń gbádùn sista Tọ́lání àti Cindy. Fẹ́ ṣe. Kí la fẹ́ ṣe? Ọmọ ẹni náà ló máa ń tọwọ́ iṣu. Ó máa ń tọwọ́ iṣu. Tí wọ́n jáde ló máa ń tọwọ́ iṣu ẹni tí bọ epo. Ó wà bíbá ìwọ̀n gbọ́ wa tó ìrìn la ṣe ń sọ. Ṣé understand? Okay. Ẹ má yẹ ká máa bínú tán abiyamọ ni wá. Ṣé ti gbọ́ ẹjọ́? Má yẹ ká máa bínú tán. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Karimo kó rò dáadáa. Mi fẹ́ kí kò ṣe àwọn ọmọdé tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn. Àánú wọn ṣe mí. You see, I won't lie. Initially, I wasn't angry, but now I'm angry, and I'm really, really angry because you don't see, when you do all these things, you only think about yourself, and it's not fair on your family. It's not fair on your husband. What about those kids? Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Where is Cindy Mini? Honestly, I don't know any cool. You think they don't know? Honestly, I'm surprised. You think they don't know? Is that how you want them to grow up, growing up to sit down and be insulting people online? No. Yes, I blocked with bitterness. Yeah. And Sis Tolani, everywhere you go now, insults me. On her. Everything you see, insults all over the place. Is that what someone wants in their life? Are you sure you can deal with this? ẹni tó fẹ́ ya wèrè ọ̀tọ̀ ẹni tó gba wèrè ọ̀tọ̀ kò dáa.
Don't get it, honestly.
Kò dáa Karimo.
And I told her,
pé sista Hindu torí Ọlọ́run tó bá pè mí ó pé sista Hindu pé báwo lè fẹ́ ṣe.
honestly, me ìbínú as in pé what is it? Why is it ìbínú pé seek the treatment you need?
ọmọ ṣòro tọ ni pé kí ẹ wá bímọ tó dàgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ kó wá lọ one out síbi kan àánú ẹ̀ ń ṣe mí àánú ọmọ kéèké tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ń ṣe mí.
honestly the day I spoke to her,
ọkùnrin máa ń sá lọ tí nǹkan bá ṣe èèyàn ni.
ìjọ tí mo bá sọ̀rọ̀, honestly, she was crying. Honestly, I was crying with her because I felt honestly.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, because for me, I knew what she was going through. It's deep. So, but one day, honestly, she brought me to tears. Only you seek the help you need. And I told her, stay away from this social media. Whatever it is that is eating you up, you need to talk to somebody. And those are counselors. And when you are freely.
Karimo gùnkè má bọ̀ ń bí.
Mo dẹ̀ sọ fún mo ní o wà ní o ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní hospital. Wọ́n kún bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Mo ní therapists kún gbogbo ibi. They are there waiting to help people. Karima.
Tó bá tẹ̀ wá ń ṣe ṣó àwọn tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ọ̀dà sí àwọn máa ń fi ṣe yẹ.
It's so sad.
Bó ṣe máa ń ṣe wọ́n máa ń play.
And I told her, don't tell you alone. If you don't have, and you know what I said? I said, you don't have the mind for social media. Honestly, let me tell you here, let me state it clearly. Social media, man, you can't when you come in society. Honestly, challenge me so much.
Ṣẹ́rí tó bá ti rí nǹkan táwọn yẹn ń fẹ́ àwọn yẹn máa tún wá drag àwa ju nǹkan tó bá lọ.
Sorry, whatever it is that is in this thing, this is not the, even if you have anything to say, it's not the public that will help you. They will just make fun of you. They're not sincere with you, honestly.
Problem tó bá bẹ̀ sí ní bully ẹ̀ sí òtún ní like ìwọ̀n jọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run Karimo ọkọ mi jọ ó nìdí ẹ̀kú jọ.
Ẹ máa pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀kú advice látẹ̀kọ́ ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀kú ṣe Olúwa.
No, this was what I did a long time ago. I'm just explaining what I did.
Ó láwọn ọmọ kéékèèké lọ́wọ́ ọmọ yẹn ń kọ́ àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké yẹn sà àwọn kéékèèké.
See,
you need to make her realize. First, you need to make her realize she's got a problem. If she doesn't realize there's a problem there's no help you can suggest to her that she will be willing to even go through.
Yeah, that's what I just said. I said it that you can only talk to people. If you guys want intervention, take the help you need. It is their choice.
Karima is not saying anything wrong here first.
So that is how they all are.
She's doing the Lord's
never accept that they need help. No one ever accepts it. This was why I said
let her exhaust.
I understand. See, I understand your drift. I'm not begging her now because that time has passed. And if you suffer, this is that I'm telling you is more than 6 months to suffer. Seek the help you need. And since then, she was very emotional on that day because only you are not conscious. I only stopped going to social media. And she was even angry about whatever it is. Also, so many things. What is important here is at this time, she knows that everybody has told her to seek the help that she needs. Sister Tolani, you don't need to beg her. Please don't beg anybody. You don't beg them. They make their decision. You don't beg anybody. That is why we say there that you just lay it out for them and say, this is the help you need. Is it that are you ready to take it or you're ready to leave it? You have to be firm. So it is the onus is on her. Do you need help? Do you believe you have a problem? If you don't believe if you believe you don't have any problem, so be it. It is something and don't let them, like they're saying here, which is true, which I agree with. Don't let them term it as if, oh, we people are using. Am I communicating? Tolani Shere. But let's move away from this Karimo. Let her be. Let her be. It is not to put also think people need help. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Good morning, everyone. From the United Kingdom. Good morning, everyone from the United Kingdom.
Good morning, David.
Did you see OMG?
You know that our daughter is fine.
No,
you know,
OMG? Can you go?
I leave me alone.
Am I communicating? Where is she? Ṣọ́ọ̀kì ṣì wà lára wọn tí ìbọn ṣọ́ọ̀kì.
Wọ́n ní panumọ́ àbò ẹ jẹ́ kí n pọ̀ fọ̀ wọ́n ní panumọ́ àbò kì í jẹ́ ká bò ó fọ̀.
Ẹ ṣáà bá wa lọ omi yẹn la fẹ́ máa gbọ́ gbogbo tó kù yẹn kan wá. Tó máa ń sọ tó máa ń pariwo yẹn tó máa ń ṣe omi gbogbo omi wọn yẹn. Àwọn la fẹ́ omi. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni táyé rẹ̀ wá omi. The British. Am I communicating? You know,
níjọ́sí tí sísítà mi tó kúnlẹ̀ tó ń bẹ̀ ẹ́ èmi ò mẹ́ni tó rán sísítà mi ṣe sísítà mi tó kúnlẹ̀ yẹn náà wà ń bì báyìí o mi ìdárúkọ èèyàn tí sísítà mi kúnlẹ̀ tó ń bẹ̀ pé àkó má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé dálájọ́ lè mí lọ.
I didn't like that one, honestly. Sister Tolani, I didn't like it at all. But I just said, well, if that is what will help her.
So still going back to this Karimo, please.
Barista, tó gbé mi wá sókè nìyẹn. Tó gbé mi wá sókè nìyẹn. Ká tó move on, a gbọ́dọ̀ máa put it out there. Káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe pé àwọn nìkan bẹ̀ nítorí pé bóyá anything.
Maybe she can check in for treatment after her expose.
Exactly. So kò sẹ́ni tó ní kó má ṣe anything nù wọ́n ti ń sọ tẹ́lẹ̀ gan wọ́n là ń shiva wọn dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé bóyá táwa bá ń shiva bóyá a fẹ́ reach orgasm ẹ bá bínú ṣàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù wọ́n bóyá tá a bá ti fẹ́ dé level yẹn la máa ń shiva other than that kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ shiva of thank you.
Checking for treatment after the expose tó bá ti sọ̀rọ̀ tán kó ṣe kó lọ checking. Àwọn federal side yẹn mọ̀ pé àyà wa ti àbẹ̀rù náà ni wọ́n mọ̀ pé àbẹ̀rù wọ́n mọ̀ pé inú adúró pa ìdìbà.
That's not what they are saying. Ẹ̀jọ̀ ó dàbí pé kòkòrò kó sẹ́yìn ọkàn. kòkòrò kó sẹ́yìn ọ̀kan lọ fún ta ló ṣe kùkùkùkùkùkù àbí ṣé adìẹ wàríwàrí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ṣé ṣígbà mi ló jẹ́ ká bá ṣe.
Is Mr. Pythagoras.
Èmi náà mo mọ pé kùkùkùkùkù yẹn nítorí shiva àti orgasm ló jẹ́ káwọn ẹ̀ máa sọ kùkù.
Ẹ má ẹ̀dẹ̀ ara yín bẹ́ẹ̀ mo wà ń bí o.
Dupes ẹ bá wa blue padà. Ẹ bá wa blue padà. So that being said.
Ó ti bọ́ síta lóru tí mo máa ṣe ṣó fún mi o. Èmi kàn sọ pé.
That British babe, you went to bed with Bomi jiggy. Now you are waking up with something else.
As it should be.
Ẹ tẹ̀ dúró.
Ó ṣe yẹ kó wà nìyẹn. But how did you know I went to bed with Bomi jiggy? Were you there?
I have my satellites.
Àwọn èèyàn yí burúkú.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo fẹ́ bèèrè kankan. Tí ẹ bá ń breastfeed ọmọ yín bá mu ọyàn yín, ṣé ṣé the same way tọkùnrin bá mu lẹ ṣe máa ń fi?
Ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́bi mute, I can't relate.
Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ náà àwọn obìnrin ẹ̀yin obìnrin tí ọmọ yín bá ń fa tọmọ yẹn bá ń fa ọmú, ṣé ẹ máa ń rò pé ọkùnrin ń fà? Ṣé bákan náà ni ọkùnrin ṣe?
No, kò rí bákan náà. Ẹnu
yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ní gbójúra wọn lọ.
Bọ̀ fún àwọn ọkùnrin
ṣe máa ń fi àwọn sí ọmọ oníbọ̀ṣe máa ń fi àwọn sí nígbà mi bókùnrin ṣe máa ń fà. Bọ̀ tí ọmọ bá ń fà ẹ máa fi pé kíní yẹn ń lọ nínú pé ní bàbí ṣó báwo ṣe máa rí?
Tìkọ́ra lọkùnrin máa fi fà.
Báwo lọkùnrin ṣe máa fi kọ́ra ọkùnrin fi kọ́ra fà ọkùnrin ò fà kí ọkùnrin máa ṣe.
Sísọ Tọ́lání ẹnu ọmọdé àtẹnu àgbàlagbà.
Tọ́lání need help too.
Wọ́n kò máa fi ṣe é lẹ́wọ̀n fún àwọn ọmọ kékeré máa fà tó mi máa yọ náà.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká mú lẹ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ẹni tó ní tìkanra ó máa advice. Ẹ yé jẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé àwọn kápẹ́tà mọ́. Àwọn ẹ̀yẹ́ náà wá kọ́ra mọ́ everything. Wọ́n á tún láwọn fẹ́ fi jì sí. Jẹ́ irúgi mọ́ ẹ ní àká.
Wọ́n kì í fà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà. Àwọn kò kì í fà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn náà. Wọ́n máa ń fi ń ṣeré ni tó máa ń fi àwọn sí. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe bóyá máa ṣe yín. Ẹ̀yin náà máa wá ro àwọn nǹkan míì tó jẹ́ pé ọmọ yẹn á ti lọ.
In fact, if there's anybody tó ń fi kanra fà, àwọn ọmọ yẹn ni àgàgà tẹ́ bá tètè dá wọn lóhùn, á wá wọn kéékèèké yẹn mọ́, á máa fà á.
Ṣé mo pé ṣe bá ń menstruate, ọkùnrin bá ń fọyọ̀ yá jẹ́ kí menstruate yìí máa rush, because ẹ máa filẹ̀.
Àwọn ọ̀tún.
Ìgbọ́ yẹn rí o.
Mi gbọ́ yẹn rí.
Ẹjọ́ ṣé tẹ bá menstruate báwo lẹ ṣe máa wá ń ṣe ẹ kì í ṣe fẹ́ gbogbo time tẹ bá menstruate ẹ máa ń keep off ní àbí báwo lẹ ṣe ẹ kì í ṣe kankan ni.
Àwọn ẹlòmíì máa ń like mayonnaise lórí bọ́gà ọ̀. Àwa kò like mayonnaise. Sorry, ketchup lórí
tẹ bá ṣe bímọ ẹ̀dùn tẹ bá ṣe bímọ tẹ ṣe dé láti hospital ṣé ẹ kì í ṣe kankan.
Jesus.
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé tẹ gbogbo nǹkan tó bá ti dé ṣe pẹ̀lú ketchup yẹn èmi bá yàgò fún ọ bí really like ketchup.
So tẹ bá dé láti hospital yẹn tẹ bá dé láti hospital tẹ bá ṣe bímọ so bí gbogbo time tí ẹ bá fi tí nǹkan bá fi yọ lára yín ẹ ní súnmọ́ kò lè kankan kí ló dé.
Àwọn tó bí láì.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ máa ti yọ ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ máa ti free ẹ mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ máa free fún wa easy.
Ẹ bá fi ketchup
ẹ máa lọ clean up ni ẹ dẹ̀ máa ṣe ẹ máa wà òkè náà.
Ẹ bá fi ketchup sórí bọ́gà ẹ bá ṣe.
Ẹ̀yin gbogbo ni president Àṣànà.
No, ẹ dúró ṣẹ́ lé mi nígbà tí mi bímọ ọmọ mi wà túmọ̀ tí mo ti lóyún mi báwo mi ṣe nílò tí má dé láti hospital mi ti kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́ náà tẹ́mi bá ti bímọ lọ hospital tó bá kọ́ tó discharge mi mo tún ti ń lo date mi kí ni gbogbo nǹkan tẹ̀yìn sọ.
Náà èmi làwọn ọmọ mi.
Grand President of Àṣànà.
Mo lọ lóòfọ̀ rí mo ní mo mẹ́ta ní 3 years náà mo mẹ́ta mo bí 3 years.
Mo lọ́mọ tó jẹ́ 9 months ló wà tí mo lóyún lè.
9 months
Mo
kẹ̀.
gbogbo ìgbà yẹn kò sígbà tí mo wà lórí red carpet lò
2 months 2 months lèmi lóyún 2 months.
Tolani Ashana.
Wọ́n ní Tolani you no dey get
red
here if
carpet
you want which tear? No tí má ti lóyún pé mo ti gbàgbé gbogbo ìkíní ẹ̀ nìyẹn mi tún ti move on nìyẹn.
Ẹyọ mi kúrò lórí ketchup àti red carpet.
2 months. Mo láwọn ọmọ mẹ́ta tí mo bí ní 3 years tuntun wọ́n yẹ every year ni wọ́n bọ̀ the same month dẹ̀ ni wọ́n so 2 months ni mi dey breastfeed wọn so kí ni ẹ ti understand mo máa ń wà okay nínú oyún ńkọ́ ṣé kí ni òkè máa ń dùn gan nínú oyún ju normal lọ.
Inú oyún
ó máa ń dùn bàjẹ́ nínú oyún yẹn ẹ mọ̀ pé bọ́mọ yẹn ṣe máa ń sá kiri tẹ́lẹ̀ máa rí orí ẹ̀ yẹn ṣé rí gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa ń wà pa kí ni ẹ máa jẹ́ kọ́mọ yẹn máa sá eré ẹ máa rí ni.
Nínú oyún yẹn dà.
Nínú oyún dà gan bàjẹ́.
In fact, á jẹ́ kó ọmọ gan ṣe exercise dáadáa.
Ló ti ẹ̀ dá ẹ máa máa fi ilẹ̀ ní pé.
Tó bá dẹ̀ rí bákan náà ká sun rẹ̀.
Bí ó ṣe lóde lẹ́sìn rẹ̀ lọ.
Ambulance á lọ. Pythagoras kí ló dé ní àjọ máa parí ẹ̀ ni.
Ẹ ti change the topic náà ọ̀gá mi lọ́wọ́. Ọ̀gá mi is thinking about àwọn
nígbà tí mo lọ́mọ mi tí mo lọ́mọ mi 2 years ìgbà tó mo ní ọmọ 1 year mo lọ́mọ 1 year.
Pythagoras, I have questions for you.
Mo ní ọmọ 1 year mo lọ́mọ 1 year ọmọ 1 year 2 months mo lọ́mọ 1 year 2 months mo dẹ̀ lọ́mọ 2 months. Mo lọ́mọ 1 year mo lọ́mọ 2 months. Mo dẹ̀ wà nínú oyún mi.
Tolani ẹ ní sùúrù náà.
Yes, Indu.
Yes, I have questions for you. Now, what is on now? What do you expect the situation, the proceedings will be like? What is it like?
Procedure will
like what is on?
With the inquiry, with the applications, are you saying there are grant applications in every time they can hurry?
No, the only application that was granted for now was that of Prime Boy's lawyer. Yes, to bring WUMMI back. Yeah, to bring WUMMI back so that Prime Boy can face his accuser if she really accused him.
They asked them to bring the nurse, and then
Of course, the nurse will come. They don't need an application for that. The nurse was scheduled for it after the interview or the examination and cross-examination and explanation of the pathologist, the government pathologist. That's when the nurse should come. So nobody really needs to make any application for the nurse to come. The same way nobody made an application for Spending and Prime Boy to come in the first place. So it's just them trying to play to the gallery so that people will feel like, oh, they are working. It's not their job to bring in the nurse because the nurse played a crucial role in the whole matter. So the nurse was part of the people, the police already scheduled to be in the inquest at when the time comes. So they don't need to apply for the nurse to come. So whatever that could be part of why the judge did not also grant their petition. Like they could see the vanity in it. Like, why are you telling us to give you an application for somebody we already know their whereabouts? Somebody we can easily ask the police to bring for us. Because as it is, the police knows the nurse's whereabouts. They granted the nurse the bail. So meaning they know where the nurse is. They can call on the nurse whenever they need to call on the nurse. Nobody needs to bring the application to the court. The nurse will come in due time.
And so because of this application, I learned that Joseph Aloba had to sign an affidavit. What is the connection between that affidavit and the application that they're doing for Prime Boy?
No, the application of crime boy is different. The lawyer, crime boy is just an issue of fundamental human rights.
Good.
When somebody accuses you, you need to be there to face them also.
Okay, now when you say face, wait, when you say face, how do you face people in court? Can you tell me that?
No, they're not going to face each other.
It will be through your lawyer, through your representative, except you decline to have a lawyer, because actually you can actually ask the question your own self too. If you don't have a representation, then in terms of lawyer, you can ask the question yourself, but then you'll be doing yourself a great disservice, because you won't know how to ask the questions. There'll be some questions you will ask, the judge will overrule it, other counsel will object to it, and you won't know where to go from there. And that's why you require the service of a lawyer to do the questioning for you.
Okay. So, but why is Josie signing an affidavit?
Because Josie, through his lawyers, also brought in an application to for the court to summon, to grant them a witness summon for Darusha, for the nurse, for Fidelis Osabo, that's the driver of the Prado, for Karimot. I think there are 5. I don't know who the last person is. I don't know who the last person is.
The police officer. Police officer and the lawyer to move. The police officer. Bad lawyer.
No, I'm a bad lawyer. The police officer, that application is contained in Prime Boy's lawyer's application, not in Josie's application. So in Josie's application is the Mobat's lawyer, Fidelis Esabo, the nurse, Karimot, and no, not Naramali. Karimot and who again? There are 5 in numbers. And Darusha. Because the court has already granted them witness summon. They've already issued them witness summon for Naramali and Sam Larry. They came back to tell the court that they are unable to serve them the notice, the summon. So they are now asking the court to give them the go-ahead to serve them through a substituted means, to post it maybe on newspaper and social media. That's what they came to the court to ask for those 2. But for the remaining 5, they came asking for a fresh summon, that the court should summon them to come to the court to give testimonies, and they gave their reasons. No, if a summon is there, you are compelled to attend. That's why the judge did not grant them. Because if there's a summon granted by the judge has the power of a magistrate to compel you to attend and compel you to give evidence. Failure to do that can amount to some jail time for contempt of court.
But like WUMMI now, if she doesn't want to go,
if the court has approved the application, she has to go. If she refuses to go, that will be contempt of court.
Contempt of court, yeah. But Prime Boy, considering the fact that he has even confessed on other platforms that they fought, what is he really looking for?
Yes, in a way, in the courts, that's irrelevant. I don't mean the confession. I mean whether he has confessed somewhere else or not. But because somebody has accused him, if there's really an accusation there, he needs to be given the opportunity.
No,
that would change the facts. No, that will not change it, but then that will everyone has this constitutional guaranteed right of fair hearing.
Yes.
Okay.
You must, even if you have committed a crime.
Admitted that he fought, and even with the police statement.
But still,
let me tell you, the corona has already
have your fair hearing.
The corona has already concluded. What I'm saying is nothing. Whatever they like, they should say. You understand? Just for them to listen.
Actually, the corona has not concluded. Let's not be prejudicial here. Okay. Let's not make a statement that we are preempting the corona of the courts.
Okay.
So the coroner has not concluded because you never can tell. If something big comes out from the next few weeks or so, then we are in for a long ride. So you never can tell, things could turn at any point in time. So we have to keep an open mind. So, but then Prime Boy needs to face WUMMI through his lawyer to say, oh, you said I did this. Can you provide more light? Or what evidence do you have? Why would you say it? Or do you want to retract that? Or did you not say it? So all those things, he has a constitutional right to ask for them. But the ones Joseph Aloba asked for, the court did not grant it. Because granting it will be compelling those people to come to court. And if the court feels they don't have a reason to call them, then they don't need to call them. If Joseph Aloba and his team feels these people should be there, then they need to invite those people, and those people will come of their own volition, not the court compelling them. Joseph Aloba's petition, calling in Darosha, Fidelis Esabo, the nurse, Karimot, and Darosha's lawyer.
Okay,
the court did not grant. No, they can come of their own volition.
Okay, it was not granted.
Yeah, it wasn't granted. The court refused to compel them because what they wanted is for the court to give another, to enforce the so you people must come. But now the court has now given them the opening that if they like, if you can convince them to come because they have something to say in support of your case, that is fine. The court will entertain them. But if you now want us to use the court's time to enforce this thing, forget about it.
Oh, I'm getting a new perspective to this. You know, because what they put out there was that it was granted.
It wasn't. I told people yesterday evening.
They said everything was granted and they were happy now, rejoicing that everything they asked for was
granted. You requested for a substituted means and the court didn't grant that. Is that what you're saying?
The God did not grant any of their sins. They have like 5 prayers. They have 5 prayers.
You know these people when you want to buy. So why were they why were they rejoicing?
They had 5 prayers before the honorable coroner.
You know, for the fact that WUMMI will be going there, you shouldn't rejoice now. It's all about
WUMMI. Change the prime boy ìjà ló jẹ́ kó pe nurse treatment ló jẹ́ kó treatment. I just want to ask Pythagoras. What I would want to ask, prime boy, Hindu, please mute that your teacups. They are doing koko, and I'm not ready to go and make tea yet. Oh, okay. The prime boy's prayers is that WUMMI should be brought to come rebuild whatever she has said. But according to the CTC that we have read, what he's even claiming WUMMI said is not even anywhere in the CTC. So how are they bringing someone to come and report what she said when there's no evidence that she even said such?
Let's keep an open mind. I don't think in their petition they did not accuse WUMMI of really saying anything really in that petition. But then WUMMI mentioned his name, WUMMI referred to him. And because he's a suspect in this case, he and his lawyer has the right to also ask some questions relating to his involvement. But then because he was in detention then, he had no representation in court to look out for his interests. So now that he now has a representation to look out for his interests, you must give him that opportunity. Otherwise, the record is going to reflect what WUMMI said, and it would have no rights yet chance to do it. Yes, to debunk that
to challenge
in the future. Yeah, challenge it. So he needs to do that now.
Please, can you continue the explanation before the British question? That you were trying to explain something about the judge didn't grant that they requested 5 prayers or something. You are trying to explain it to us.
You were trying to talk about the one they refused.
Yes, they brought I think about 5 prayers to the judge. The first one is to ask for substituted service for Naira Marley and Sam Larry, because the judge had already granted them the witness summon for them, and they claimed they couldn't serve it because they don't have their addresses, and they have tried their best to try and contact them, but they couldn't contact them, so they need a substituted service to be granted by the courts. So that's one of their prayers. The other prayer is to now bring in these 5 people for the court to issue a witness summon for these 5 people, so that these 5 people can come in and say what they know about this case. The other one, again, in relation to that, is now that the court should also grant them substituted service for these 5 people too, because they don't know their address also, and they have tried their possible best to contact these people, and they don't know where to contact them, so they want to paste it on social media and newspapers. I think those are the 3.
I just think Nigeria is all about this case.
Those are the 3 major prayers they requested. And in the petition, they had to put in their reasons for requesting these people to come. They said Karima has been saying she knows a lot about this thing, what happened to the boy online, on social media, that they believe if the court grants them the summon, Karima will be able to shed more light on what really killed Mohbad. For example, they said because she drove Mohbad, his wife, and another team member to the Ikorodu festival or wherever, and back to their house, that he might have seen something. Yeah, that he might have seen something that they needed him to come and talk about it. For the lawyer, they said he was in Mohbad's house before his death, after his death, and during his death. And that they were surprised that he could be there at the nick of time. That then he has not issued any statements relating to that he needs to come and talk to them also in the courts. For Darusha, they said Darusha placed salt on the chest of the deceased and blocked the nostrils and the mouth, the this and that to them, that is popularly known as local embalmment to them. They put it in the petition like that. So, and for the nurse, the Baba, with his affidavit, he claimed that, yes, the nurse played a crucial role in the death of his son, because the nurse was called by a friend of Mohbad, and the nurse gave the son injections. So the nurse can come to explain what happened there. So that is what they brought to the judge, and the judge did not grant that request. But then, in lieu, the judge now told them, if you have any witness to come and witness for you, bring them in. Meaning, I will not enforce.
Why are they even asking for nurse? She only cross-examine nurse. She doctor lawone. She
actually, lawyers can cross-examine anybody coming into the box. They can ask questions. They can find a way of breaking it down to a layman's language. So they can do it, but then it is not their witness. The nurse is not their witness. The nurse is the witness of the state. Yeah. It is not their own witness to call. It is for the state to bring in the nurse when the time comes.
Oh, I love that. The nurse is not their witness. And I think that explains why the nurse. That explains why the nurse has not been involved in the show of shame. I see why they've been trying so hard to bring her out. The nurse must have been advised not to tell her.
Even the last time the coroner judge said the nurse was she was in the custody.
Yeah, but she's not.
Well, they put John bail.
Yeah, no.
What I'm thinking, it might be that the nurse is just like Pythagoras said, the custody might be that okay, the nurse is the state's witness, and at least the state can get to her whenever they need to. And that's why all this bring nurse. When the state needs the nurse to come forward, the state knows how to reach the nurse.
So they can reach all of them that are going there to sign. Anyway,
of course.
That's the purpose of signing, so that if they need them, they hold them.
Of course. I like the fact that this substituted means was not granted, but I would love for those people to come out willingly. You know, why I love that it wasn't granted is that they know that, okay, they just can't go about compelling everyone just because they wish to. But on the other hand, like that Darusha, I would love that this is done and dusted and over with, so that they can just all rest already on this placing a bowl of salt. And then that Darusha can also come with his evidence. Because
evidence of what?
We even saw that there was no cotton wool in that body that was shown at the general hospital. No cotton wool in any nose and what was it, ears. So I'm sure they have the evidence that there was no such. And at least that can shut Josie up. Even though I saw that his girlfriend, Diego Tamobos, that I still saw her yesterday saying that, she was talking about the witnesses who would come, and she made reference to SL, talking about, they should ask them about Omote Banco, all stations settled. She said that one. Then she mentioned about Darusha, that she even went as far as saying the hair, that they cut the hair. And I'm like, who is this? The poor Grace. And I'm like, are you listening to yourself?
Even with the video.
Even with the video and everything. Is it that you guys just refuse to listen? Or
I want to do like this, but you don't say. Everything is online.
No, this is how I went to the police station.
They just refuse to go online to take it because they are all fixated on WUMMI.
They are doing this Yoruba thing. What
does that mean?
They want to be right. They don't want to get off it. So even though it has been proven to them that this thing didn't happen, but they have to keep talking about it for the sake of just talking.
They said I was given a bowl of salt at the police station, and he was asking if he was embalmed. He said no. And he said, what's the point? Abi? Is it not the same thing? So do you have a direct contact with the salt? On the board for no. On for your hold it. Are you embalmed? So why are you crying here? What is the meaning of this embalmment? Because this is the same thing. The same thing that Russia did to Mohbad is what we just did to you now. So what is embalmment in this?
What's the embalmment?
Àwọn dìdìrín náà fún ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
Justice for Josie.
If Darusha wants to go, he can decide not to go, Abi.
Yes, that's what it is.
He doesn't have to go.
To my point, Darusha mean in law. Because I don't know only
kò sí ètò kò láti lọ.
Ìyàwó babe náà wọ́n ní kí òun náà wà. Ta ló máa tíkẹ́ẹ̀tì fún ìyàwó babe?
Have you forgotten that Yahoo Babe is a billionaire? Why are you talking like this?
Okay, wọ́n ní kí ìyàwó babe.
Wọ́n lè kọ̀ǹpẹ́ẹ̀lì ìyàwó babe náà tó bá fẹ́ wá kù sí lọ́wọ́.
Tó bá tí ìyàwó babe bá fẹ́ wá kó bá kó trainers yẹn wá náà. Àbí sneakers.
Trainers tó sáré lọ rà.
Ẹ̀mí kan tó máa kó lọ sí kòrò náà yẹn. Ọdún máa kó lọ kó rà yẹn.
Ṣé rí trainers tó rà yẹn? Wọ́n tó wọ́n wọ́ọ́rì wọn fi tẹ̀lé rí o. Dìdìrín. Ó sáré lọ rà ń bì kó sáré lọ kó wá.
Ó ń ṣe ṣó náà.
Ó ń ṣe ṣó
gbogbo ẹ̀ láti. Ta ló tún lọ́ọ̀yà Mohbad náà ó ń ṣe dandan kóun náà wá láti jó bàbá.
He doesn't have to come. The driver doesn't have to come.
Mohbad's lawyer, don't go, leave them alone.
See, Tolani, they didn't grant that. They just what?
But they were rejoicing that everything was granted now.
They like coming out to claim what is not the same way it came out.
How many times was the claim got you right?
The same way it came out to say, Kinito Granty, lawyer Prime Boy. It will only be the lawyer Prime Boy that will be able to examine and cross-examine WUMMI, which is a blatant lie, a fact for that matter. Gbogbo lawyer tó bá wà nínú city ẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ ẹ̀ ló lè cross-examine ló lè redirect ẹ̀. Lawyer tí ẹ̀ ló máa redirect ẹ̀ padà. As long as it's a relevant question to the topic at hand. Tí ó bá wà irrelevant, lawyer máa object here, and the judge will ask them to move on to something else.
Yeah. What can waste time around the Prime Boy? You want to back on it, you do whatever you like, go and do. Very quickly. Poor Grace. It's just a short one. I think less than 1 minute. Those were part of the thing. Because he died on Tuesday. Poor Grace also. Okay, so these are part of the thing they should ask. She said he should ask the nurse about. I know you're and I just got that. She had started the insanity just before I started recording her. She had mentioned about SL. She had mentioned about the hair, the embalming, yada yada. You know, it was when she started about the nurse that, in fact, she had mentioned earlier before I started the recording that so it was somebody else that the nurse came to inject, and that they were claiming that the person said, "Are you the nurse?" She even tried to imitate, "Are you the nurse?" That Mohbad had already died. So after the nurse left, they brought the body to replace. Oh my God, it's sickening. So let me just hold on first of all. But is she aware that Joseph Alova signed an affidavit stating that he passed on Tuesday and all that story? You know, in fact, it's even horrible that she's even claiming honestly sickening. How can you say Mohbad that's more that came on more and
no, that British your network is not good. It's breaking up. Your network is breaking up.
Okay, let me just play. Okay, if you can hear me now. Okay, it said there's a poor connection. I can see that. Okay, let me just play it. It's just 51 seconds. Less than a minute.
Came on Tuesday. Are we not talking about that? Talo Funabere. Talo Atendisi. Your Tuesday. Tano Domicilara Tonico Aranse Kiri. Mohbad died on Monday. Yes, Sopokuni on Monday. Àwọn tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní kí wọ́n lọ́jọ́ Monday. So what are we saying?
Olódù.
Ìṣeré ni wọ́n ẹ̀ bá mú ní gbogbo àwọn kọ́tà máa wò nìyẹn. Let us talk in that line, please. Gbogbo nǹkan tó ti ṣe sẹ́yìn ti kọjá. We have gotten a letter. Let us work by that letter. What are the things that we are expecting? That's what I want to hear at the corona. What are we expecting to hear or see? God will bless you. I appreciate you. You said you want to talk, ma.
And that's it.
Yeah, is that
a new girlfriend? Yes. Okay. Oh no, yeah. Where is his wife?
Let me talk on that.
Okay, thank you.
When they are coming up to defend Josie, fight for Josie, because that's what they've been doing, they need to try and get their stories correct.
Right.
And so that they can be singing on the same page with Josie. Joseph Aloba just on the 12th, I think day before yesterday or so, deposed himself. He gave an affidavit to court. And in that affidavit, he confirmed that the boy died on 12th of September, which was a Tuesday. In that affidavit, he confirmed that Nurse Ishara Ogedengbe played a crucial role in the death of his son, because the nurse came through through a friend of his son, and the nurse gave injections to his boy. All this he claimed, and he signed, he deposed himself under
How about
oath.
the fight? Did he claim the fight?
No, he was silent on that. He only said the boy had a wound from the show, sustained a wound from the show. And because they needed to treat that wound, they brought in the nurse.
So he didn't say what caused the wound?
No, he was silent on that. So if Joseph Aloba could agree on these things, and he signed and said what he has said is the truth to his own best knowledge. So who is Rich Grace? Who are these people that they don't even know who they are supporting? They don't even know, or Poor Grace or whatever the name is. They don't even know the fact of the matter. All they just want to do is put on their ring light and talk. So these people, once in a while, they need to check in with their principal, Joseph Aloba. So if they want to control the narrative, they should start from him. And meanwhile, it is already out there. That is that whatever Josie said is admissible as evidence in any court in Nigeria. If anything there is found out to be a lie, Josie will go to jail for perjury.
And that's completely.
Sorry, we didn't get that. You're escaping.
Oh. I was he didn't mention the fight because he wasn't there, right?
Sorry?
I said, why he didn't mention the fight? That maybe he learned that he had a fight, but he just said he got an injury from a Kurudu show, which was good. That is good enough, because what gave the injury? The fight. He's right, so it's okay.
So, Boba, Rich Grace and the rest here, let them try and update their knowledge of this case through their principal, Joseph Aloba, before they come out and start spraying rubbish.
Another thing that Paul Grace said that was really laughable, even after all the public knowledge, she said, oh, they didn't call Josie, they called the mother instead. They called, he himself has come out to say that he was called. But this poor Grace would rather maintain that, oh, they didn't call the father, they called the mother.
These people are mad. They are mad. And what is the definition of this madness? Doing the same thing over and over and again and expecting the different results. You have been coming online for the past 11 months. You've been repeating these lies to yourself. thinking it will make it the truth. But nothing has changed. But you still keep coming out, still regurgitating this same lie.
Everybody. Let's him already. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
For coming.
So, the rich grace woman, only that you know, but yeah, I commit some adult or elderly facility or mental facility.
In fact,
where they are around the convention.
Like a medical professional or personnel, I condemn her. I refer her. In fact, I do everything her to that facility because irritated. I mean, they're recording, but because one so my nurse, let me put this down. So you are still claiming that they. Oh, my network this morning.
Nọ́ọ̀sì tí Jésù fúnra ti sọ pé òun mọ̀ pé ó play crucial role nínú ikú ọmọ òun. Ìwọ wá ń sọ pé kò sí nọ́ọ̀sì kò sí kinní kan. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ bèèrè lọ́ọ̀ Jòsì àbẹ fẹ́ rán Jòsì lẹ́wọ̀n gan ni. Àbí what are you people even after gan? Ṣé ó dìgbà tẹ bá rán Jòsì lẹ́wọ̀n ni? You people are dreading that Jòsì will go to jail. What has this man done to you people?
And you see, the fact that he is also silent on what is going on social media makes him an accomplice to it. Because his silence has further emboldened these people to go ahead in the lunacy. Because, it's open one parody about paroyato. He is tending towards lunacy already. I want to want to
the only way to if you continue like to carry on evil enterprise in the online. See, from what you can see from the affidavit, you know that his lawyers, they know the truth and they have guided him that, you know what, these are what you will say because these are the truth that we all know. If you go online, you can do whatever rubbish you want to do and distance yourself from it. That is why he will use people like Poor Grace to perpetrate this kind of, to disseminate this kind of evil narrative online. Because then he will believe he can distance himself from it whenever the time comes. He used Gurezi and dumped Gurezi eventually when the battle became so tough.
In fact, when I was hearing her talk yesterday, I wanted to record the whole thing, and the caption that was coming to my mind is, when your analog grandmother have access to internet. Because, everyone else is not even talking about the Monday. They are no longer talking about the Monday, at least not as they were discussing it. No one else is even talking about, they didn't call the father. Even Josie is not coming out to say they didn't call him again because they've been updated. But you, because you are analog, old hag, poor grade. In fact, Grace very poor thing. Poor thing. Yeah, I would rather call you poor thing.
Than Grace.
Thanks. Then she decided to still stick to Gbogbo analog story. Now we want to move on.
The popularity so we're not fair low.
Ìgbà tó ti try láti gbórí léjò sí ní ṣódà orí ẹ̀ ti dorí kórì ó ti dorí gbígbẹ ìyá tó ti gbẹ tẹ́lẹ̀ already because I don't understand. Àgbàlagbà ṣàgbàlagbà máa ń ṣe láńgbàláńgbà at the fact of
You know, the fact that when she even wanted to start, they were praising her. Eku adura gbigba, adura yin lo se. I'm telling you, like, how can you ascribe this sort of rubbish to God? To your Lord.
That's the rubbish we do in this country. We ascribe stupidity, and in a way we find a way to link it up with God, just to give meaning to the meaningless.
That's why she would ever think that, oh, there's a rich grace about her. There's nothing rich or graceful about that woman. Even it's now that she's even looking a bit better. I have her videos from the past. What have been motivated later? Yeah, I show Benny man with tele. So begidi.
Mo máa ń kọjá lórí life ẹ̀ máa kọ̀ wọ́n pé eléyìí ṣe àwọn ọmọ ẹ mọ̀ pé nǹkan tí ń go wrong pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣá. Wọ́n should be surprised. Púpọ̀ náà àwọn ọmọ òdì mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ mi àwọn ti ya wèrè sórí social media o.
Kúkú mọ̀.
Poor children.
Poor children of a poor thing. It's sad though. And if you even want to check that woman's age, I'm not sure she's 60.
Poverty àti wickedness, evil inú ẹ̀. Evil títí ẹ̀ bá ní evil nínú máa ń gbóyàn. You can see Josie. Rúgbò ẹ̀ ni.
True.
Tí evil bá ti pọ̀ jù nínú èèyàn. You'll be looking tattered, looking wretched and all that.
Oh, they said 57.
Look at the 70.
The poverty of black soap will make you old. No, I'm saying that. God. Anyways, I just quickly got off that her nonsense talk thing. And the fact that there are people who even sit there and no one can even correct certain notion. Yeah, so at the end now, it means that in Josie's camp, we have the Dankara people on Latin's side. I mean, Agbowere on Poor Grace side. Torita Yahweh, like you said, what you said best fits this. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting results. So definitely, I want to go to all I'm saying. So, hey. York boy.
Pork boy.
Pork boy. Nítorí mo máa ń jẹ pork ní olè jẹ́ kí tó máa pè bẹ́ẹ̀ sódà. Every time tí bá jẹ pork mi ni máa rí kìíní yẹn. Tí máa ìwádìí pork boy.
Ìyẹn máa ní episode of madness ni.
Yeah. So, ìyẹn náà wọ́n ní camp tiwọn. Wọ́n ṣẹ̀ wà ní camp supreme wọn. They're supreme.
Supreme madness.
Supreme wọn. Happy stud.
It's yesterday night. So I wake up and met you guys there. I appreciate
Bene. Bene, good morning.
Ilẹ̀ máa ti mọ ọkọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ gan sí sùn báyìí.
Ó yà mí lẹ́nu. Mo fi yín lẹ̀sùn. Mo tún bá yín bíbà.
ẹ jẹ́ kí Lord of the platform kó ṣeré pẹ̀lú àwọn subject ẹ̀ o. Adéláìdé ọmọ Ìbàdàn bó o ní.
ọmọ Ìbàdàn ládéláìdé.
Ọmọ Ìbàdàn tó confam.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ìlú
èmi tó sí àgbàyàwó wear jeans to bear parlour white garment to court.
Pàtàkùrà pàtàkùrà.
Which is true.
Lọ́mí Adistọ́ọ̀chì ẹ káàárọ̀.
Láìdé ní káàárọ̀ bí àpẹẹlẹ.
Ẹ wò Cherry Pythagoras. That's British way. Ẹ jẹ́ kí mi ṣàkọ́kọ́ yẹn. Ẹ rí gbogbo àwọn dìbìrì tẹ́ ń pè lágbàlagbà. Sì tí ń gbọ́, wọ́n àdá nǹkan kan. Ìṣẹ́ ló tètè sọ wọ́n lágbàlagbà. Ẹ máa wá surprise tó máa bí wọ́ọ̀dù èsì lọ. Mo sọ fún yín nù. Wọ́n wá surprise rárá. Ìṣẹ́ ló jẹ́ kán dàbí ló jẹ́ kán ṣábí ilẹ̀ Gálílì.
Ìyá àtọ̀ṣẹ dúdú.
Ọṣẹ inú wọn rówó rọṣẹ dúdú o. Tó bá tẹ̀ sí lówó rọṣẹ dúdú ni. Wọ́n kò gbó kọjá báwọn. Wọ́n àdúnwọ̀n ká ẹ̀yin náà wò. Honestly speaking, á dáa fún yín. Kí náà ń pè é? Bàbá Liam.
Adéláìdé ti yá wà ní pàtí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù báyìí. Àwọn orin Àyìnlá Ọmọwúrà kan mò ń gbọ́ ní background ẹ̀.
Ọkọ ẹ̀ ló máa ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn.
Èmi ò máa gbọ́ nǹkan kan kẹ̀.
Ó ti mute báyìí àbúgbóyá ó ti wọ́n receive call.
Mi ì receive call mo kú wà ń bí. Baálé mi ní dára tó wù. Mo ní dára tó wù. Mi ò sì sí ìdè pálọ̀ yín lọ́ba ní ilé ìwé. Wọ́n fi tiẹ̀ dá tẹ̀lé bí.
Àwọn èèyàn ló bóyá àwọn ṣoore fún Joseph ní ọmọ ipá.
Àwọn tó ń gbádùn pọ̀. Àwọn tó ń gbádùn. Ẹyẹ máa wù.
Wọ́n ti lo ẹ̀wọ̀n díẹ̀ yá sùúrù. Ó korí wọnú òun ló ń dá gbogbo ara yẹn o. Ó torí bọnú oúnjẹ ìjà ara ìfilẹ̀.
Ó ṣe nítorí bọnú. Ẹ máa rí ìjọ tí Jòsì bá ń lọ, ìjọ tá a bá ń kọ àpàdé toró ti kọrin tó sọ pé mo gbẹ́sẹ̀ girigiri Olúwa ló ń bọ̀ àṣírí kiri àṣírí kore. No, mo ní pé tá a bá máa kọ kí ní fúnṣẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n tí mo ló òun àtọmọ ẹ̀ sí ìjà ẹ̀jẹ̀ ńlá ǹdù náà ibi tó ti ṣe mo gbẹ́sẹ̀ girigiri Olúwa àṣírí kiri tó ń kọ kiri mo sọ ẹsẹ̀ girigiri tó gbọ́ Mohbad ló sá kìtì mọ́ tó ní kóńdó.
Ẹsẹ̀ girigiri tó fẹ́ gbé lọ sí bòjì.
Ló máa gbé lọ sí bòjì. Lọ ẹ̀wọ̀n ní kọ́kọ́ nígbà tó bá kúrò lẹ́wọ̀n ó sì máa wá lọ bá ọmọ ẹ̀ tó máa kọ́ tó máa rí ọmọ ẹ̀ kó tó lọ síbi tó ti máa kọ́ Mohbad òun àti òun wá pàdé lẹ́sẹ̀ Kristi yóò padà lọ kókó mọ́ ẹ.
Jòsí ò lè pàdé lẹ́sẹ̀ Kristi ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kan ojú ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kan ò lè rógbò Olúwa.
Sẹ́wọ̀n pé ní ìsìnkẹ́ tó sọ fún mi pé òun gbẹ́sẹ̀ girigiri.
Inú iná ló ń lọ. Sí òpin ṣe lẹ́sẹ̀ Kristi ló ń lọ.
Ó máa lọ máa bí lẹ́sẹ̀ yìí tó lọ.
Níjọ́ tó bá ń sin gan omi òjò ní jẹ́ kílẹ̀ kó sinmi ń jọ yẹn.
Láíláí orí òjò
àkọ́kọ́ jẹ́ ìyá yẹn náà.
Sáìnì nǹkan gidi ló lè tó. Sáìnì nǹkan gidi ẹ máa sọ pé iná máa jáde wá.
Iná ńlá nínú sàárẹ̀ wáí.
Guys, can you hear me? Yes, we can.
Yes, because it seems like wọ́n ti ṣí mental home lẹ̀ fún wọn Naija o, wọ́n ti wọlé bí o.
Wọ́n ti wọlé síbí gan.
Wọ́n ti wọlé síbí o. Jésù ti kẹ́rọ̀ pọ̀ mérò o.
Ẹ jẹ́ wo Muslim.
Ní comment section, why you people support Wunmi? If one of you bomb o.
Wọ́n ti wà ń bí láti àárọ̀ látàná wọ́n ti wà ń bí.
If people will not see happy. Okay, ní àwọn ìyá rẹ̀
máa yẹ ó dẹ̀ lọ platform ti tiẹ̀. Èmi ò tẹ̀ ká fún
honestly speaking, let me go tell her wọlé.
Mi ìmọ̀ ní tó kọ́.
You know, sometimes I try to
people in
so
one by
that
why they didn't
we
support
don't,
I don't
so that
understand.
we
Lies.
don't,
They are following the conversation. or
so
not.
that we don't alienate the people who are in the comment section. That's why I try to
Exactly. Oh, that's true.
sometimes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹ
Because
wò ó
we
ṣe
should carry
ara
them
àwọn tí
along.
ẹgbẹ́ sọ̀kan fún iṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn tó péré ẹ̀ ní dá wọn ló ṣì yẹn. Ó ń tẹ̀lé òun ní ọ̀bà yóò sì fẹ́ rú ìjọ tí Jésù bá ń lọ. Táwa lọ wá fèrè ní pásánálì ló ti sọ àwọn onífèrè àwọn tí wọ́n lè kí oríkì jòsí dáadáa. Wọ́n máa ní jòsí ooo. Á lọ gba kéwì ni o. Jòsí ooo. Owó bàbá pọmọdógún. Joseph wà lọ́ba. Celebrating monarch. Ó sì kú oríire ní àwọn ọdún tó fẹ́ lọ gbà lẹ́wọ̀n. Jòsí bí ó bá dókòó kí wọ́n. Tó bá dọ́dọ̀ kó kí wọ́n lọ́dọ̀. Dámilọ́lá yẹn ló bá Jòsí kẹ́rù.
At this point, ẹ ti parí shift mi o. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ti
Ẹ ti
gba
parí
morning
shift?
shift. Night shift la wà yìí, morning dẹ̀ ti resume. Káwa night
Ẹ
shift
ti fẹ́ sá lọ àná. Ẹ fẹ́ sá lọ. Ẹ fẹ́ sá lọ pàìpá. Ṣé títà tí ń sì wà ń bẹ̀ ọ́?
Ó dàárọ̀ ìgbọ̀lẹ́.
Láyọ̀ lẹ máa jí.
Ẹ dàárọ̀ sá o.
Láyọ̀ lẹ máa jí.
Ẹ látàlẹ́ àná, èmi yìnyín o. Lẹ́yìn ọkọ̀ ọba ní èmi yìnyín o, ẹ kú iṣẹ́ o.
Pàìpá nù.
Sweet dreams, Pythagoras. Please don't dream of me, oh.
Ní kí nìkan náà ẹ jọ kí ló dé jẹ́yìn nìkan ni ẹ tún fẹ́ gbọ́. Ó sún mi o.
No,
Ada fún mi sísá Cindy o.
I only say you shouldn't dream of me. Cindy, man of me.
Dreaming of you kí ni bó ti ń ṣe jẹ́ sọ́jẹ́ bí Mr. Dara
I say you should not dream of me.
Dream of you bó ló ṣe jẹ́.
Nǹkan tó sọ fún yẹn Adéláìdé.
Kí wọ́n wí.
No, Adéláìdé mo bá wí. She said you should not dream of me.
Bó ló ṣe já wọn ó dream of.
Okay, Pythagoras, wọ́n ní kí n má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. They say you should dream of me. Sweet dreams.
Ẹ ṣe tọpẹ́ yìí. Bó ló ṣe kàn yín? Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kán ronú yín ronú. Ẹ bá sọ pé don't dream of me. Àwa ronú pé ẹ fẹ́ dájà lẹ̀. Ẹ fẹ́
ìgbéyàwó wọ́n ní ìgbéyàwó ti tó rẹ̀ dì.
Wọ́n lè fẹ́ túlé bí ìjòsí.
Wọ́n fẹ́ wọ́n sì fẹ́
Má
dàrú
túlé
bí
bí
ká má
ìjòsí
rí.
o.
Wọ́n fẹ́ dàrú bí ká má rí mọ́ ọmọ ká má rí mọ́ kẹ́rì mọ́ yẹn bọ́ ẹ ṣe fẹ́ ẹ ṣọ́ra ní o.
Kàrímọ́ olófò.
Ẹ má dàbí ká má rí mọ́ o. Ọlọ́run ní já rí bímọ kò ní já rádànwó mọ̀ ká má rí mọ́ lórúkọ rẹ̀ tuntun. Orúkọ tuntun tẹ́mi sọ súná tuntun lọ Mrs. Ìjàpáyán níbo ká má rí mọ́ ẹ má ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Ẹ má ṣe báwọn àǹtí mi. Ó ló jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ á ju Mr. Dawasi. Tẹ́tẹ́ rí gbogbo àwọn pípù yẹn kọ́ ló ń ṣàánú. Wọ́n ní làákàyè kankan. Làákàyè jìnnà sí wọn bàjẹ́. Làákàyè ó sọnù fún wọn. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ̀wọ̀ ọdún kan lọ pé. Ọdún kan yìí ẹ wá rí anything good. Anything good. Tẹ́ ẹ lè jù sílẹ̀ pé yes. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ dúró lórí irọ́. Ẹ dúró lórí òfo. Ẹ dúró lórí nǹkan tójú yín ò tó. Ẹ dúró lórí kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bá tọmọlàkejì jẹ. Ẹ dúró lórí àpò ara yín lórí pé ebi òfò tó fẹ́ pa yín tó dẹ̀ sì máa yọgun lọ́rùn yín. Ẹ dúró lórí ẹ̀. Ẹ wá ń parọ́. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ̀ wíṣì fún pé kó ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín. Nǹkan tẹ́yin kò lè pray fún. Pé kẹ́ ẹ fojú sunkún ọmọ kẹ́ ẹ rí bó ṣe ń rí gbàdúrà ẹ̀. Ẹ wá mọ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ ló ṣe ránṣẹ́ dé tòrútòrú. Ẹ wá mọ ọmọ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní parọ́. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe rádaràda. Ẹ wá mú nǹkan tí ò tó. Ẹ fi da gbogbo ojú justice yẹn. Black gold ẹ káàárọ̀ mà. Ẹ da gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Ẹ ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yàmá. Ẹ da everything rú. Kí wàá lẹ wá ń bá kí? Kí ni nǹkan tẹ́ ń bá kiri at the end of the day ẹ̀rẹ́ nísìn? Ẹ̀rí nǹkan kan mú wá. Ẹ̀rí nǹkan kan mú bọ̀. Ẹ ṣáà fẹ́ kó gbé irọ́ yẹn kó gbé sórí èèyàn tó ṣe dáadáa. Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kó gbé irọ́ yẹn kó gbé sórí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Tó bá ṣe pé ibi táyé yín ta dé. Ẹ̀yin náà fúnra yín ẹ̀ ti jókòó pé kìíní yìí ẹ ti rí ni. Ẹ ti rí most of gbogbo àwọn tẹ́ ẹ rí táṣẹ̀ ń pariwo kíní kan jòsí.
ebi gbogbo wọn náà support Jòsí ṣe báwọn náà fún ní backup àwọn náà fún Jòsí ní backup ayérayé náà ṣe báwọn ní ìsìn tí ó ti wá di pé kò gbọ́ràn sí wọn lẹ́nu mọ́ tí Jòsí náà ti ń wò pé ẹ̀yin pípù yìí ẹ ti fẹ́ máa jẹ mí jù ẹ ti fẹ́ máa jẹ mí Jòsí ó ti rí bí owó wèrè títa tán síbẹ̀ wèrè fúnra rẹ̀ ló ń ṣe treasurer òun náà ló ń ṣe accountant fúnra rẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ mí jù gbogbo ẹ ti wá dàrú nísìn ó kálukú wọn wá ṣe yàmá àti pé àárín yín ò lè gún kò ń ṣèpè àárín yín ò lè gún ìdí tí ò dẹ̀ ṣe lè gún ni pé èmi á máa sọ time to time pé bóyá nítorí pé gbogbo wa náà ṣe la máa ní a máa dèèyàn tó máa gbé jọ̀kan tó máa dàyè pẹ̀bù pé ìwọ náà ti wáyé rí o ó ti lọ gbà rí ó dìgbà bóyá nítorí ẹ̀ mo ṣe rí i pé ìsinmi ò sí fún yín torí ìyà tó máa jẹ yín á jẹ yín palẹ̀ ọmọ 26 years old ó wà nù wàhálà kó tó kúrò láyé gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́rí evidences yìí ẹ rí gbogbo ẹ̀ lẹ́yọ kọ̀ọ̀kan báyìí ni àbí èèyàn pariwo mi ò fẹ́ kú at the end of the day ikú mú lọ ikú wa mú èèyàn bẹ́yẹn lọ náà tẹ́ ẹ dẹ̀ ń gbọ́ pé ẹni tó jáde ìyàwó ẹ̀ tó bọ́ tàpẹ́ ẹ dákun ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹni yìí tipẹ́tipẹ́ ni ò ti wà alright ọ̀gá lè máa rẹ́rìn-ín wọ́n ti fi nǹkan ṣọmọ yìí the same person náà lẹ tún wá dojú ogun kọ ẹ wá ní kọ́ lọ́n fún yín ní peace of mind kò sí peace of mind kankan tó fẹ́ fún yín kò sí peace of mind àsìkò tẹ́yìn náà bá yẹ kẹ́ máa sinmi ọlọ́run náà ó ṣe kíni òun náà máa gbé wàhálà sí yín láyà ni gbogbo èèyàn gbogbo wọn tó bá ti wà manipulative tó mọ́rọ́ pa tó jẹ́ pé tójú ẹ̀ ò rí báyìí wá lójú ẹ̀ rí most especially tó bá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ olówó ikú pa ẹ́ so ìbọ̀lẹ̀ wá fẹ́ èkó gbogbo yín pátá ẹ̀ wá dàrú ó wá di woro sí woro ó wá di gangan ìyẹn náà wá ń ṣe gbogbo ẹsẹ̀ girigiri tó gbọ́ bàbá Liam ló kó igi 2x2 dání ó wá mú àmà àtẹ̀ṣó tó fẹ́ fi kan ọpọlọ ẹ̀yẹn tó fẹ́ fi kàn ẹ́ pa ó mú dání ó mú kòbókò yẹn wọ́n fi bíléèdì sí wọ́n fata sí wọ́n fi gbogbo nǹkan sí so tó bá ti ń ká bíléèdì yẹn tó ti ń ká kòbókò yẹn bọ̀ ẹ́ ó máa fọ́gi 2x2 mọ́ ẹ lórí àmà àtẹ̀ṣó yẹn ó máa fi dá ìhòòhò sí ara ẹ̀ sódà ò ní tètè kú jẹ́jẹ́ wàá lè jẹ̀rora kí wọn náà kó tó jáde láyé wèrè yín wá sọ́pọ́ọ̀tì Jòsí ẹ̀ wá ń tẹ̀lé ẹ̀hún ẹsẹ̀ girigiri ẹ̀ ò tí ì rí nǹkan kan wàhálà ìwà ṣì padà bẹ́ sí títí tí wàá faṣọ yà disgrace ni ẹ àtẹ̀tí rí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó tẹ̀lé ẹ náà irú kiri irú ọbẹ̀ wọ náà ní gbogbo yín irú kankan náà ní yín ìwọ sì ló yẹ kí ọmọ òṣì ọmọ burúkú Yindi good morning ọmọ òṣì ọmọ ọ̀ràn kíran káwọn rí mọ́ ìwọ gangan ló yẹ kán dàṣì ẹ wọn yẹ kán fún ọ lọ́mọ yẹn kó máa tọ́ ká má rí mọ́ ni ìwà àti ká má rí mọ́ ó yẹ wọn fi yín sínú ilé kan náà ni torí aláyé bàjẹ́ kan náà nìyí aláyé ń kan náà èèyàn tó rí ọmọlàkejì tó ṣe rere ní tínú yóò dùn sí irú ká má rí mọ́ yẹn náà ó rí i pé àbúrò mi lọ́lọ́run dá lọ́lá báyìí ẹ máa wà àbúrò mi ó máa fọ́kọ àbúrò Ọmọwùmí ò lọ fẹ́ ìjàpá bí ká má rí mọ́ kò lọ fẹ́ jàpá bí ká má rí mọ́ Mrs. Yanibo kò lọ fẹ́ ògbà ọkọ ọmọ yìí fáìn o ọmọ yìí tún máa bímọ ẹ tún wọ ọmọ tó bí ká má rí mọ́ ibẹ̀ ni fìtínà ti ń dé bá ká má rí mọ́ pé nígbà ká má rí mọ́ tún wá ṣọ́ọ̀kì lọ ká má rí mọ́ tún wá rí pé gbogbo àwọn ìyá gbogbo àwọn àǹtí àwọn daddies àwọn grandpas àwọn uncles àwọn big brother tó dìde fún Wùmí ó ju be careful lọ ibẹ̀ ká má rí mọ́ ti wá wò pé ẹ̀sìn rèé tó súnmọ́ Jòsí nígbà tó rí irú àánú tó tọ Liam tó tẹ̀lé Liam pé ṣé ìwọ Liam rebete ìwọ iná náà ń ṣe gbogbo eléyìí fún láéláé òun ò mọ dírágì pẹ̀lú ọmọ kékeré ní irú tó ṣe ká má rí mọ́ náà nìyí kọ́lọ́hún ò tó ìwọ ọlọ́run ojúmọ́ ti mọ́ o wọn ìjà táwọn ìjẹpo lọ́ńdàkùn òní bàbá mi mo bì ọ́ ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀ sí ìlóyún tẹ́ ẹ̀ sí ìbímọ ẹ mọ̀ ṣàdúrà ìwọ ọlọ́run ogun ká má rí mọ́ kẹ́rì mọ́ mi sí ìjàpá èké èèyàn níbo bó bá kúrú ẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run kọ́ lọ́ọ́ mọ́ tààrí ẹ̀ sí i o kólúwa rẹ̀ ò fẹ́ kan padà lọ bá bàbá gọ̀ọ̀dù bó ṣe wáyé ó bẹ́tà ju ká mọ́ rí mọ́ lọ torí béèyàn bá máa ṣàdúrà máa dúà kéèyàn máa là á ni béèyàn bá fẹ́ tọrọ ọmọ ẹ máa là á o ẹ máa là á o àsọ ká má rí mọ́ ìwọ la fi bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètùtù ìwọ náà la sì fi kásẹ̀ rẹ̀ lẹ̀ torí gbogbo àgbáyé ti mọ̀ everybody ló ti rí ìwọ náà kọ́ ayé má ti mọ̀ everybody ti rí pé ká má rí mọ́ ìwọ náà la fi kó gbogbo mẹ́ẹ̀sì yìí la máa fi kó lẹ̀ lórí ibú kan náà ní ẹ̀rọ àtijọ́ sí.
Adéláìdé àwọn fi anybody kó mẹ́ẹ̀sì lẹ̀ o àlọ́ crime boy ní ìbàyọ̀ àlọ́ crime boy o kọ́tà mọ́ ní tó oníkálukú máa gbàṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ó ti di dandan
ó ti di dandan ní
òsibí tó lè sáwọ̀ fún yẹ kó má gbàṣẹ́ ọwọ́
ìbọn náà fẹ́ sáwọ̀
lọ́dọ̀ kámá ní
àbí kí lẹ̀ ń sọ ẹ̀ ṣé kámá yẹn gan ṣé ẹ̀yin gan ẹ̀rù ṣé ẹ̀rù gan ò bá gbogbo wa ni láàrin 11 months wàláì mo sọ mo ní téèyàn bá ti lose hope pé kò sí ọlọ́run mọ́ àbí èèyàn tọrọ nǹkan lọ́dọ̀ ọlọ́run tó wò pé ọlọ́run ò lè ṣe kíní fóun mọ́ wàláì sí tí ń gbọ́ àwọn miracles tọ́lọ̀ ń dánwò láàrin 11 ó yẹ kó jíjẹ ẹlòmíì padà yẹn tó bá lójú ní o pé bàbá gọ̀dù yóò sùn bí wọ́n ṣe wà ń jẹta tí wọ́n wà láyé ìgbàanì náà ni bàbá yẹn ṣì wà dìsín bàbá yẹn ò yí padà bàbá rò pé ẹ̀yin ẹ mọ̀ wọ̀rí èbí mi mo ní kú àti iyè ẹ wá ń ṣẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ ṣe rádaràdà ẹ̀yin náà ẹ máa wo ohun tó máa gbẹ̀yìn rẹ̀ ẹ wo bí gbogbo wọn ṣe wá ń ṣòṣì ẹ máa wo bó kálukú wọn ṣe wá ṣe rádaràdà ẹ wá wo ọmọ tó ń drag ẹ máa wo ọmọ mi bó ṣe kúnlẹ̀ bó ṣe beautiful ọmọ wa ó wá dùn ó wá ta ẹni tẹ́ ẹ fi gun mọ́ ẹ wo ọmọ ẹ náà ọlọ́run náà wò pé ó lè má sí ní ó lè má fọkàn kan máa tọ́ kí ọkàn kó nípò rúru ọkàn ẹ wo ọmọ náà wá ń fàìn ló ń dáyàn lọ́rùn lójoojúmọ́ làwọn àná ń ṣe làwọn kan ọ̀dọ́ àwọn àná ẹ máa ṣe ẹ má fa kánáwó ẹ má kó sú wá ẹ má wọ ẹsẹ jòsì àìṣe jòsì àṣì lọ́jà abúlé láfi ní kọ́ bó mọ́ kóbìn wá ẹ̀wù ọmọ ẹlòmíì tó wà lọ́dọ̀ ọkọ tó kù òkú fún gan tí nǹkan kò ṣe wọ́n gan wọn ò rọ́mọ tọ́jú ẹ̀yìn wọn ò rí tọ́ ẹ̀wá ní kinní kan èmi bàbá Liam mo mọ̀ pé ó sùn ó kàn séǹjì pòsíṣàn ni ó wò pé Nàìjíríà ó dàbí pé carnation wọn jẹ́ òṣè tó wù ọ́ ó yá ṣéǹjì bí Afghanistan ló wà ní bí Kuwait ló wà ní torí mo mọ̀ pé ogun Hitler ló bá padà wá ogun tó sì bá padà wá jáde sí àtàwọn àwọn wèrè tó kó sóra àwọn èèyàn sì máa bá wọn káàánú ẹ wo bọ́lọ̀ ṣe wá ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ gbogbo àwọn tó já lábòsí tó jó lórí burúkú ẹ̀dá náà ẹ wo bí gbogbo wọn ṣe ṣe èrè wọnú ayé lọ láàrin 11 months ó dẹ̀ wá ń dàbí 11 years lójú mi pé tí ó ti yá pẹ́ gan báyẹn èèyàn lè gan wàláì ó bá wù yẹn ẹ má jáwọ́ ẹ continue gbogbo tẹ́ ìṣe náà lọ́lọ́run bá yín fi rẹ́kọ̀dì sílẹ̀ bọ́lọ̀ náà ṣe máa reward.
And the worst part of it wetin una dey talk na only us na God dey give record to una own dem no very rada people Wunmi people.
ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní bá gbọ́ prime boy ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ló ti rí wàá sì ké lọ sọ́jà wàá gbọ́jà ọjà èkó Òdùmọ̀tà wàá gbàbẹ̀ lọ wàá sì lọ faṣọ ya mọ́ra ẹ lọ́rùn tí wàá ṣe bò bá dìjọ́.
Hey guys, please start up. In case you can't read it in the comment section, please start up.
wàá sì gbọjà lọ tí wàá lọ yaṣọ mọ́ra ẹ̀ lọ́rùn tí wàá ní Mohbad jọ̀ọ́ Mohbad jọ̀ọ́ Mohbad jọ̀ọ́ torí Mohbad ò lọ́ọ̀bì kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò lọ́ọ̀bì kan lọ ṣéǹjì ni tó bá sì padà bí ó tiẹ̀ wọ́ máa wo ná mo mọ̀ pé ìgbà tí tó bá dé gan wọn fúnra rẹ̀ gan wàá lò bá má ṣe tó bá kó o ti rọra sórí burúkú ẹ̀ níwọ̀nba wèrè tó sọ pé ọ̀rẹ́ ṣe kò síjà kankan ẹ̀jà tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ju blow ṣùgbọ́n ó yẹ bọ́dì ó dorí burú yà ó jẹ òfò nínú ìyà wá sì máa wò á wo gbogbo yín là ń wò each and every one of you là ń wò ọ̀rọ̀ yín kò tà kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ ẹ bá sọ irọ́ náà wọ́n fi ṣe yín ni ẹ tún máa mówó yín ẹ tún fi máa ṣòṣì ẹ máa fowó parọ́ ẹ máa fowó ṣòṣì irú ọmọ ká má rí mọ́ yẹn náà ẹ wo oríṣiríṣi a sọ pé òun ṣe give away ṣé máa ń fowó rà fẹ́ ni ṣé fowó rà fẹ́ ẹ̀yin dẹ̀ ìbàjì òun ṣe give away wèrè fáwọn akẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe give away náà kò sí kókó kò sáyọ̀ kò sí dùnú wèrè tí wàá dìdàkudà ó ti wá gbẹ dádì Liam ó ṣe ó ti kọrin.
My network is really acting up. I can't hear. But maybe Opeyemi, sis, you want to share anything with us? At this touch, Iyatemi.
Okay.
I said, Chef
My network is bad, yeah.
Yeah, it's really horrible. Can you hear me though?
I can hear you, why not?
Yes, we can.
I told you your voice is very low. So maybe you should go down and come back again. Go down and come back again. Yeah, go down and come back again, probably.
No, I don't. It is my own network actually, because my phone keeps telling me when the connection is poor.
Maybe you should put it on flight mode. If you see flight mode, go to one. Get what to talk about. My balance.
Okay.
No wonder the other to say down was silly.
Sísọ pé mi ó dàbá àwọn Ìbàdàn náà ní platform lẹ́nu. Adélájú Ìbàdàn.
Ẹ ṣọ́ra yín àǹtí mi, ẹ ṣọ́ra yín. Ẹ ṣọ́ra yín, ẹ má bùbájẹ́
fún wọn jẹ. Adélájú ló máa gbọ́ details. Adélájú fún wọn jẹ.
Ẹ sì mọ àbúgbàjẹ́. Ẹ̀bù Èkìtì àwọn tí wọ́n sún adé àyín ẹ̀gbọ́n.
Àbábúbádé yìí gbàgbéyàn ọmọ ló dàbí Ìbàdàn.
Freedom ló dàbí Ìbàdàn ló ló la ṣe fún yín kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. Àǹtí mi ẹ fún wọn jẹ kó fún wọn kó bá kó bá.
Mo láwọn ará Ìbàdàn.
Mo bá àṣẹ ìjọba ní.
Chọ́bí mi.
Ṣé wá fẹ́ ó wà ní àǹtí mi ò sì dé láìdé àwọn Ìbàdàn ló. Èmi ò ní jẹ́ wọn wọ́n mo ti mọ ibi tán láǹdì lọ.
Lórí ìbú yìí mo kọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kọ́ ni. Adéláìdé Ọpẹ́yẹmí àwọn Ìbàdàn kan tún lè wà gan tó ṣì wà lórí platform.
Olórí Ìbàdàn bẹ́ẹ̀ rẹ̀ rí láàrin wa.